What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Cuddy Gaming live stream. We are here today on the invasion of Alexandria. And Cutler 27 looks a little funny today, but we will do this regardless. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you do enjoy this story, don't want to miss the others, we do have all of them on my channel. Parts 1 through now. And please smash that like button. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We'll go ahead and jump into the story and chat it up.
Hilarious.
All right. Did you hear me?
Um,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Now the question is if you can hear us.
Huh?
The question
I
is
think they go.
now if you
So
hear us.
on my desktop deal, it shows that it's talking, and so I assume they can hear you.
Yeah, I heard Brendan start talking.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Brendon.
Yeah, everything's working good. Cool.
Okay. I gotta fix this so it's like this. Oh wow, that did not do very good, did it? I gotta fix some stuff. Hold on a
On
sec.
my desktop,
Yeah,
it
and
shows that it's talking.
I'm on damage control for one of my kids. Give me a second.
Alright, I'll forgive you.
Do your thing.
Alright.
Yeah, I heard Brendan start talking.
Yeah.
Are you on your
Okay.
phone?
Yeah.
Everything's working.
I can't hear him. I can barely hear him.
I'm on damage
Oh,
control
wow,
for one of
that
my
did
kids.
not
Give me a
do
second.
very good. I can hear everyone pretty good.
Do your thing.
He said he's busy. Fuck off. Yeah, I heard Brendan start talking.
Oh, I was like, who where like the stream is quiet muted for me, but I'm hearing it through Grizz's.
Yeah, I'm hearing it through
I'm
someone.
like, what the hell?
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just getting... Alright. So the last time you guys were here... I'm actually adding something to chat for all of you, so you can get the layout of what you guys can see.
Yes.
Word to your mother.
So there's the map that you see. You can see the rubble from the explosion of the gate.
I don't see shit.
It's in
It's
chat.
in chat.
I'm looking at chat. There it is.
Sorry, I
Ta-da!
forgot to hit enter. So, go ahead and load it up so chat can see it as well. So here, guys,
This the monastery?
yep, this is the outskirts of the monastery. So this is where
Okay.
like visitors can't come and for like apprentices to start and everything. So you can see the rubble where the explosion happened. I just put the rocks out, and then you go in, you see the well and everything, and then the path in the background that goes to the actual monastery, but only masters and higher can go past that.
On the right hand side?
Yeah. So, um, as of right now, um, so just a recap of everything, everybody. We had
Explosion.
an explosion happen.
It was an accident, okay? It was a
Yeah,
it was a premature detonation.
he got the RIA and it like exploded.
He just had dysentery really bad, man.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, our last recap, our adventurers made it to Shandakul. They end up convincing the goblins to uh, let them go and help them. Torben had quite a dilemma happen and has a decision to make. He has not made it yet. We don't know if what he's doing. Um, they ended up all meeting up together. They ended up getting to the the gates of Shandal Kul, where they were headed originally, because they are looking for a portal to get to the the I guess it would be a temple, floating temple above Alexandria, for Akir to get there, because that he some things happened, some things were said, and well, technically he has to go there. So pretty excited. So they're trying to get to that. They need to talk to the hierarchy, Shali, who is in the monastery. They're waiting for that, and the last thing they did, they seen a whole bunch of refugees going into the monastery to try and seek refuge. They ended up splitting up Torben and uh,
Pericles.
yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Pericles ended up helping out and ended up doing helping some of the refugees out.
No, it wasn't. It was me, Torben, and Leatrix.
Akir and
Akir and
Pericles went up
Pericles
to
went
try
inside.
and talk
Oh,
to
that's right.
someone about
Akir and
finding the.
okay, sorry, apologize. Akir and Pericles went into and talked to one of the people, one of the monks there that
And Nigel. Nigel was there too.
to talk to Shali. Akra was there as well, and um, everyone else stayed out. And they ended up seeing these Goliath barbarians coming in. They're hooded. Um, they ended up letting them by. They seemed a little fishy, and all of a sudden, an explosion happened. Turn around. There's a lot of people hurt. The gate was destroyed, and a lot of people hurt and wounded. So that is where we begin our session today. Death everywhere. Bodies flying through
So
the sky.
Do we
Rubble.
know where the explosion did the explosion come
how
from the hooded
Okay.
people?
So Akir and Pericles and Nigel and Akra were all inside. They're
For
waiting.
those that was there, it was a Goliath that exploded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you didn't hear last time, the
That's what I
explosion
thought.
came
Okay,
from those
just
people.
making sure. Yep, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
You see a little child right next to some of the rubble, just crying, holding on to what looks like her parent's hand that's just laying still on the ground. You see a person that has no legs now, just kind of crawling, trying to get away, trying to do something. You see just dead bodies everywhere, and where the explosion happened in the middle of that gate just obliterated the gate. The one is leaning over like this. The other one's on the ground, completely destroyed. Um, you see, you just see smoke, and everyone needs to roll me a con save real quick because of it. I should have done it when the explosion first happened, but
Well, I did because remember I was by him. I was following him. But I'll roll another one.
yeah, I need everyone to roll again because I need to see if their ears are ringing.
my first nat 20 of the day. Sweet. I'm glad it was on Akira because he has a +1 on Constitution.
16.
So 21 for Akira.
I'll keep the 14. So
Okay.
puts me
Ooh, 5 for Nigel.
Okay. Okay,
15.
I'm
That
back.
puts me at 16, I believe.
29 for Akra.
Nigel don't
Nat
have
20 for Akra, too.
Yep,
Damn.
I got a nat 20
Nigel
for
don't
Akra.
have eardrums, so I think he'll be okay.
Okay.
16 for me.
Okay, so everybody, did you not roll? It's just Constitution.
Erica has a freaking +9 on Constitution. That's crazy.
I have a
Yeah,
plus
just
nine
forget
too.
to roll.
It's
It's
insane.
actually one of my lowest ones, to be honest.
Oh
It's
no.
literally both
So,
my characters' lowest.
I have advantage on it. I get to roll
that's a
twice.
check. So, go down there. Yep, right there.
Yeah, Akira has a +1. And Nigel has a +2.
Okay, so everybody, so
Yeah,
Leatrix and Torben, your guys' ears are ringing. You guys were closest to the explosion.
so even with the 16,
Oh shit, I was looking at your 11.
He
Okay,
has
that's
advantage
right. You
on.
said that's right. So you're fine. So Leatrix, Your ears are ringing, and
He quite literally didn't see it coming.
yep, you were the closest. And
Uh-huh.
on for the day until it is healed, you have on anything you can hear, like if something's sneaking up on you, you have disadvantage.
So she's
Perception that has to do with hearing.
deafened.
So like if she's trying to hear or
He's
perceive
deafened.
something, she's deafened.
So you can go into your conditions, Darian. If you click on conditions, you can click on deafened.
Okay.
Turn that on, and then it should tell you exactly what it does.
Sweet.
Did my
Just so everybody
baby?
knows in chat, on my live stream, if you guys don't know and you guys are new here, I won't be talking a lot to chat. We'll be concentrating on the story. I see that Fires Unknown, welcome to the stream. But if you feel like I'm being ignoring you, I will just type it out. I'm just throwing it out there for all the new viewers out there that are watching. So don't think I'm ignoring you. Everyone else that is watching the stream can see the comments. They can talk as well. But we'll just be texting just so everybody knows. So all right, go ahead.
All right, so I want to do a perception. Do I see anything else? Like, do I see anybody? I guess Akira wouldn't have seen the Goliath. Like, can I see
You
what
guys were
happened?
facing
Can I
away,
try to?
so it was behind you.
Yeah, no. Can I see
Um,
what happened? Like, what
all you
caused the
know,
explosion?
all you know is that there was an explosion behind you. You turn around, you see the gates were destroyed. You see people crawling around. You don't see where that came from exactly,
Well, I want to
or
go
who
and.
it came from, because it was behind you. However, yeah, you just see people crawling around, and dead people everywhere.
Do
And
I
the
see
people that
anyone
Can I?
that
Well,
looks
sorry, and the people that
malicious?
no, you don't see anyone that's malicious anymore. The ones that you did, or I guess it wasn't you, but all the people that did survive, that aren't harmed, they are running deeper into, like, away from the explosion, and some of them are actually looking to see if they can find their loved ones. It looks like walking around, screaming, crying.
I'm gonna run over to the point of explosion and investigate the area, see if I can see what happened.
Okay. So you go over, and what looks like a small crater in the middle of what the doorway where the doors stood. You, you see, you get a hint of, like, a smell of what soon to be black powder.
Now there was a couple of guys there. How many of the Goliaths were there? There was like two or three of them, wasn't
There
There
there?
were
was three.
three. Yeah, three.
Did all three of them go out to the explosion, or was it just?
Yeah, so those three are gone. Everyone that was right next to him, or those three, are gone. They're dead. The
Alright,
explosion
I'm gonna
seemed a lot
uh,
bigger than if it was just one person, is what you guys can tell. So it could have been possibly two or three people that exploded.
Akira is gonna go assist Jonathan.
Okay.
I'm gonna start trying
So
to get people out, trying to
I'm
uh
gonna check for
look,
dead.
try to find survivors and help
Um,
bandage any wounds and missing limbs so
Okay.
they don't bleed out.
So as you guys do this, you do notice more monks come out. They're all of all types of races: tieflings, humans, even a couple dwarves that you've seen, and even earth, fire, and water genasi have come out, and they're all dressed in the same garb, robes, and stuff like that. So you can tell that they are from this monastery. They come out, and you notice them putting some people on gurneys and hustling to a tent in the distance, just to the right. And you hear screams, you hear crying. Like I said, you see a little girl holding what looks like her parent's hand, just crying. And you see in the body, you actually see a rock like crush half of the parent's body. The bottom half is there's a giant rock on top, and the parent's dead. Um, you see you you see actually some some of the monks doing some hand signals and putting their hands down, and you see like kind of a green glow healing some people there on the spot. Um, you see you see more and more refugees coming from the pathway, actually trying to rush in as well.
Akira's gonna look for the monk that went to go find what's his face, the chick,
What's her
the head chick.
face?
Like,
Yeah, I can't
Shali
remember her name.
is
Shali.
Shali is
Yeah.
her name.
Did he give us his name? I don't remember.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for him. Do I see him at all or?
No, you just saw him run into. So if you're looking at the map, you see the one big tent. You'll see the well, and then the one big tent to the. I guess it would be the northern tent of the two that are inside that pathway. That's the tent
Okay.
he went inside.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over there
Okay.
with Nigel. Nigel's with me.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm just helping pick up people and carrying them into the med tent.
Okay.
Akra's
I'm
gonna go over to. Sorry, Jerry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
Akra's gonna walk over to that little girl that's holding the hand and just like comfort her.
Okay.
I'm just trying to come to it since apparently I'm the only one that got screwed over in the blast.
I'm going to check and see if there's a couple of local monks available to guard that opening,
You do see
because
some
that
monks that are there just kind of looking out and about. You see them kind of keeping watch a little bit already. This time they look a little bit more alert than they did before.
So do I?
Is there
I
still
hope so.
monks up on the wall?
There are some, but the ones that were right next to the gate and about 10 feet past that pretty much got obliterated and launched into the air.
So another thing, after Akra's helping that little girl, she's gonna go out of the front gate and do a perception check on the horizon to see if anything's coming.
Okay, go ahead.
Her perception sucks, but 16.
She just sees it's getting to that point of the day where it's starting to get a little dark. Um, you just see more. She sees more refugees coming in. It's starting to thin out though. It doesn't seem as thick of people. You just see them here and there coming in. But they're kind of rushing, like something might be following them, or they're just trying to get away from whatever they came from. Um, you don't see any smoke, nothing. It just seems peaceful besides what just occurred.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem right. I'm going to head out outside the gate area where it exploded, and I'm going to do a quick patrol of the area.
Okay.
Did we confirm the hooded figures started it?
Well, yeah, they were pretty much right there at ground zero. So
I have a
And they're
question.
dead, right? One of
what was
them's
that?
not alive.
None of them are.
Well, all
They
three
all
of them are gone.
yeah, all three
Okay.
are
They
dead.
all got obliterated.
Leotrix, can you see at all? I can't remember, or you mainly just go off like you're hearing.
Which sucks.
That's a good question. I'm screwed.
So you can hear stuff still. It's just harder for you to hear unless they're right next to you. It's just like
All right.
mumbled.
I'm
I
gonna
can.
notice. I notice.
That's what
Leotrix is like dazed, so I'll go up to her and ask if everything's okay.
You can roll. What would that be? To see if you hear him.
Well, read what deafened means.
Perception, right?
it's either
That
perception
can't
or
hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires hearing. That's what deafened means. So she can't hear him at all.
Okay, so you can't hear.
You'd
All
have
right.
to get in front of her and be like,
So I
So
guess
he's gonna walk up on me and scare the living shit out of me.
I'll put
tap
my
her arm and then she stabs you.
I'll just put my hand on her shoulder and then I'll say like hey, is everything okay? Because it looks like she's kind of like dazed. And then that's I get apparently when I'll realize she can't hear.
I'll signal to you that I can't hear. Like,
All right, and then I'll just so everyone in the group's aware, I'll let everyone else know that's part of our team around us that Akra can't hear from the blast, and so
It's Leatrix.
sorry, Leatrix. So that way at least everyone's aware of it.
Okay, the only ones that I think are close to you and her would be, well, Torben went out, and
Right.
then it'd be Akra and possibly Pericles could possibly hear that.
Okay.
I think those are the only two that would be able to hear that.
Yeah, that way we can kind of, you know, give her hand signals if we hear stuff that she can't hear for the day.
Torben, with that investigation as you're scouting, you don't notice anything afoot that is off, if that makes sense.
Right. So I don't see anybody coming. I don't hear anything. No tracks of any weird kind.
No, just the refugees coming in onto the road. Is all you see.
All right. Well, I'll stay. I'll stay a good 50, 60 feet away from the hole and just keep an eye out.
Okay. Okay, and then as this is going on, Akir, you walked up to the tent, and that same monk that you asked comes rushing out with another, another monk. Is a female Earth Genasi. She seems, her hair is pretty. It's not long. It's all slicked back, and it comes just to a point. It's not she's not bald. She's just got hair just slicked back, pretty short hair. She's wearing kind of brown and green robes, sleeves that come down to just past her shoulders, just regular sleeves, and she's wearing a kind of a darker brown belt with what looks like a rock giant on the front. She has two earrings in her left ear and one in her right ear. She also is wearing what looks like a metal headband with a brown stone that shines in the center. Um, and the guy comes up. Oh, hello, sir. Here's Shali. She said that she'd help you, but well, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so I'm gonna go and help them. And she said that she's more than happy to help you, as long as you're more than welcome to help us on the same, uh, with all this going on here.
So I see her come up.
Well, if you're
You're
investigating,
over
you're over by the gate, so no.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll
The only one that sees is Nigel and Akir.
so you're gonna let us check out the circle, and then like he needs to just see the circle, and then we could be able to come back and help you out with whatever.
So as she looks at you, she almost looks a little confused, and she looks at the guy next to her, and he says, "Oh, I didn't tell her any details of what you needed. You just needed to talk to her. So I'll just leave it to you to do that. And I'll leave you go." And you notice he bows to her, and then he turns and goes to help the others. And she looks at you and says, "Please, give us a few. Let us regroup, get help with the wounded, and then we will more than happy to sit and talk with you and your group. But just
We
come
don't
back
need
to
to
this
talk. We
tent."
need to act.
Well,
Obviously, shit's happening. We need to act as fast as possible.
okay. Well, there are some pressing concerns as of right now at my front gate that we need to take care of
I'll hold
first.
up the coin. This is from King Alexander. We are on a mission from him. We need to do this
So
now.
she takes it and she says, "I'm more than happy to sit and talk to you and do stuff, but there are
Oh
more
my
pressing
god.
concerns at the
Oh,
gate that we have to take care of. This is happening now. We have to do this. I appreciate your help. If not, you're more than welcome to wait in my tent, and I will return shortly.
As you see over Shali's shoulder, you see this 6 foot tall, cut off sleeves, robe wearing with a giant phoenix up the back. Uh, Clearly some form of Dranasi. Walk up and say, "Is everything all right, Shali?"
Oh, Arias, welcome. I didn't see you show. Yes, things are fine. We're just trying to help the wounded currently.
Are these people giving you trouble?
Everyone's in trouble here, Arias. Everything's fine.
Does this creature need to leave you alone?
No, he's more than welcome to wait inside the tent here. I'm gonna go to the gate. Arias, you're more than welcome to wait with him if you'd like. I'm gonna go to the gate. And she
Very
actually
well.
just kind of shuffles off, almost looks a little embarrassed when you asked her that kind of question.
When I asked her,
No, when Arias asked her
uh,
about you, like he was trying to defend you,
I'm
or
just
her
gonna
kind of thing.
I'm just gonna look him up and down and smirk a little bit. All you guys just do is wait. We need to act. Obviously, shit's happening. We need to do this, and you guys clearly don't understand. So I'll do three or
Patience
two, and then
is
I'll walk
key
away.
with the elements.
I'll just walk away.
As he realizes that you are now walking away, he said a couple of sentences as if he was, still had your attention and you're walking away just now.
Nigel's just sitting there looking at you. I hope you have a great day, and then he'll roll around and roll away.
Okay, so where did Akir go exactly? In the tent or to the gate?
No, I'm gonna stand right next to the gate that leads into the other place and just wait, because apparently that's all that shit happens. Is
Okay.
waiting.
So you go back to the gate. Everyone, um,
No, I'm going to the opposite gate where we need to go see the teleporter. I'm gonna stand right next to it and wait.
oh, well you, okay, yeah, you go to the other gate and stand there. You do notice like three different monks just standing there, kind of, guarding the gate, and it is shut. Big
I'm
metal
gonna I'm
gates.
gonna approach one of them.
Okay. They just
I'm gonna approach the closest one.
okay. They're just standing there looking at you. All three of them
Uh,
are actually looking at you.
You're not gonna tell me what they look like.
Oh, yeah. So all three of them are human. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Anyways, all three are human. The first one that you walk up to has dark, long hair that lands about his shoulder width, tied into a pony in the back. He's wearing the same colored robes that Shali was wearing, except the belt is not there, and neither is the headband. Um, and he is holding what looks like a staff made of rock. It almost looks like. He's just standing there. Um, the other one, he has a clean shaven face, pretty thin build. He's about 5'8". He's not real tall. But he's not
Taller
short
than me.
either. Yeah, he's taller than you for sure. He just stands there. He's got brown eyes. And then the next one next to him has actually got blonde hair. And it's just cut short. Pretty well kept hairdo. He's standing there just kind of holding his fists, like holding his hands in front of him. Same garbs and everything, and he actually has a goatee. And then the one next to him is is the tallest one. He's about 6'3". Pretty tall guy, and he has brown hair as well, not as dark as the first ones. And he actually has them shaved on the sides all the way back, and he actually has like what looks like a long mohawk. Um, which is a little odd for all for a monk.
Okay, I'm with my passive insight. This is up to you. Can I tell which one is like more of a rebel?
One that
Which
So,
means
doesn't follow the rules.
the one that will like open up his mouth and actually speak to me instead
Uh,
of.
no, they all stand about the same, and but like the one with the hairdo that's a little odd just seems odd to you. You don't see monks with hairdos like that very often.
I don't see monks at all.
Well, there you go.
as this is all happening, my character kind of has an epiphany and jumps up and runs to find a cure.
I'm gonna approach the one with the mohawk.
Okay. He's looking down at you, and um, I didn't tell you he's also just holding his hands in front. The only one that had the weapon was the first one you walked up to that you
Can I ask
faced.
you a question?
Speak.
Is this all you guys do all day?
No, we take turns, but for the most part, yeah.
So you guys don't like to act on anything. You just stand around and do your thumbs up your ass.
We're acting now, and I'd appreciate you change your tone, or you might have some trouble.
I mean, if you have trouble with me, then you have trouble with King Alexander. I could tell you that much right
Well,
now.
this is a neutral, political monastery, so
Neutral. Obviously, you're gonna have to choose a side because you're being attacked.
which we are acting on.
Yeah, and we're trying to act on a
You're
mission.
trying to act on
And
your stuff, and Shali
I'll
knows
just
you
walk
best.
away in the middle of his conversation,
Okay, so he
and
actually,
then Nigel will look at him. Have fun standing there, and he'll just like roll around.
okay,
Do I find a cure?
a cure for what?
And I'll just wait.
A cure, the person,
Oh,
the
a cure.
little,
I thought you
the
said a
bird,
cure. I was like,
the the Birdman,
well, you were in
who
the main.
travels with a robot.
You was on the opposite end of the deal. So I mean, yeah, I mean, eventually you guys run into each other. Depends on where cure went.
I'm still just standing there. I walked away from the guards, but I'm waiting.
I mean, I purposefully went out to find a cure, though.
So yeah, you find him. Then if you're purposely looking for him.
A cure, a cure. Oh, this is weird timing for it's the wrong accent again. I can't ever get it on the first try. Right. It's Irish, right? Alright. That's better. Akir. Hey, this is kind of weird timing for everything that's going on, but while I was over there, I was thinking, right? And that spell that I said I hadn't quite figured it out, the to teleport us. I figured it out. I think I figured it out. That mirror that you carry, is it from that place that we need to go?
It
Is
is.
it from there?
Yes. Well, that's the wrong accent, but yeah.
I can get us there. Give me the mirror. I can
Well,
I can teleport us there. I can teleport all of us there if everyone wants to go.
the thing is, we need. So we don't need to come back. Is what he's saying. Because I can get us there. Not all of us, just some. Nigel
Right.
can. Sorry, Nigel can. I can. But we need. I thought the thing is we need to come back. That's why we needed to see the circle for you to come back.
Oh, right. Well, that's fine then. I can get us back. I don't need to see the circle anymore.
You just
I
need
just
something
need
from this place, right?
I just need yep. I'm gonna look around. I'm just gonna pick up a rock and put it in my pocket.
Well, let's go.
Alright, let's do it.
Do we win? Do we? How many times can you do that? Just once?
Alright, it's just once a day.
Shit. All right.
But I can do it with
I think
myself and eight up to 8 others.
should we go? Nigel can only take a total of 6, so himself and 5.
Right. Well, let's see if anyone else wants to go with us, and
Yeah.
then
And then-
let's
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
and then as we go to find the others, I'm gonna go up to a monk, just any monk
The
that
closest one
doesn't
would be the
seem
3 that are standing
completely
at that
occupied.
gate.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna like half bow. But good day, gentlemen. I know this is a bit of a tray in time, and this is kind of a weird request. Does any of you have something that specifically comes from this monastery? Just something. It could be a sash or something simple, just so I can get back here quickly.
Yes.
Do you have something that I could borrow?
They kind of look at each other.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy or anything like that. I gotta go somewhere really quickly, and I want to teleport back. And in order to teleport back, it's easiest if I have something from this place, so I don't get lost in the teleportation.
I thought that was a rock forest for.
Right. Well, there's rocks. This rock is probably not from the monastery specifically. The rocks were probably imported from somewhere,
Well,
and that's another epiphany that I had as I picked up the rock.
yeah. And he pulls out like a cuffling thing. He goes, "This was made here. Does this count?"
Great, that's perfect. I'll return it. I promise. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. And I'll take it, and then I'll bow again, and then I'm gonna run away.
Okay.
I'll catch up
Sure.
with a cure. I'll go find a cure again.
Akira,
zombie
so
apocalypse.
as you approach, I'm just gonna do this just because she's not here. Akira was over by Akra asking her, and Akra wants to see what the other group says as well. Everybody else. So Akra's with them.
All right, let's go find everyone else. There's I see Grizz over there. Let's go over and talk to him.
I'm just gonna
Hey,
let you
Grizz.
guys make the decisions because I'm not gonna be able to hear what's
So
what else going on.
as Nigel approaches you, he's noticing that there's probably a little blood coming out of your ears. He's gonna cast lesser restoration on you.
You're no longer
Yay!
dead.
Yeah, I like a kid in the candy store.
So
I'm gonna run up to Grizz.
You're
and
no
I'm gonna
longer deafened, so you can take that condition off.
Grizz.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so I don't need to see that teleportation circle anymore. I figured out how to get us back.
Nice.
But obviously not all of us can go because only 6 of us total can go. What are you wanting to come with us? You want to see what everyone else says, or
Yeah, let's. I think we should talk it over with the group and see who's best suited to go.
all right, let's go find everyone else. And then
All right.
Nigel said he
I'll
was
follow
already
him.
with Letrix.
Yep.
And then I'll
Well,
say,
Grizz was next to Leatrix. That's why
Yeah.
I said that.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna turn and say the same thing to Leatrix after Nigel is done casting Lesser Restoration.
So, as Nigel's actually, you need to roll a medicine check to see if why her ears are bleeding first before you cast it.
Well, he can just cast it, can he?
I could just cast
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but he can still just cast it at least.
I guess you can do that.
Oh, let
I
me have
mean-
my hearing back.
Yeah, quit being a dick.
I wasn't being
Say
a
that
dick.
to the DM. At least you were the
I think
platinum dragon.
I think he's also playing off like she not being able to communicate with the party that her ears were messed up, and then he just turns and is like, like the fear of meta there. I think is what the conversation is.
Okay. I mean, if you want me to.
Just like whether or not the character
Well,
actually knew.
Yeah, like when the
even
character
even
actually
still though,
knew.
once we start talking to her and realize that she can't hear anything, it'd be pretty obvious.
Well,
I'll just do what you
that's the
say.
thing is that
I'll
he
roll a
wasn't
medicine.
talking to her. He just walked up, seen it, and then just cast it,
15.
which is fine. I just was throwing it out there.
Perfect.
15.
Okay. Well, yeah, you see that she probably blew her eardrums.
I'll cast it.
Okay, that's fine. I was saying you cast it before. That's fine. Not a big deal. I was just.
What were we doing?
Right, let's go
Talking.
find. So I look at Leatrix and pretty much tell her the same thing I told Gris.
I'm fine with that. Let's just get everybody together and figure out who needs to go.
Alright, I think the only one we're missing is Torben. So I'm gonna go find Torben.
Did
Yeah.
any of us notice him go scouting off?
Well, I was
Yeah.
standing
No.
next to Leatrix at the time that it happened, so I don't know who else was there.
Me, Leatrix, and you. I guess
You probably would have seen me then if you were paying
Yeah.
attention.
I'll just say, do I need to roll anything if I notice like him venture off?
No, because you were preoccupied doing other things, so you weren't really paying attention to that.
Okay.
So,
And I'll just say I'm not sure where Torben went. So
We'll
just
start
look
looking around for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for him.
And I'll holler
talked-
out. I'll just holler out, Torben. Let's see if he can hear me.
My passive perception is 22. Do I hear him?
Yeah, you probably hear him.
All right, I'll head that direction then.
Okay.
I'll give a good look before I head out though, just in case.
Okay, go ahead and do your investigation to look real quick.
16.
Okay, no, I mean it's the same thing. You guys, you might see a deer here and there coming up, which with the explosion that happened is kind of odd to see an animal approach, but you never know. And then you actually stop seeing refugees flooding in.
All right, I'll head back to the base then, to the encampment.
Okay. So as he comes back, you guys do see Torben. He ends up coming out onto the gate from what looks like about 50 feet, 50 yards away or whatever, and coming towards you guys.
Oh, right, there he is. He's outside the gate. So I'm gonna run up to him. Torben, hey, so I don't need to see the teleportation circle anymore. I can get us back, and we're trying to decide who's all gonna go. And I think we wanted to talk about it kind of as a group, and you were the last one we were looking for.
Is the camp taken care of? Are all the people safe?
The monks have been bringing them inside. I think they're currently in the process of still picking people up and bandaging people.
All right, I guess we can continue to work. Yes, we'll be able to travel there. I'll head out with you.
All right.
Is
Do
there
we-
any,
Well, the thing
How
is,
many of
we
us
can
are
only,
there?
there's 7.
There's
Only 7? Who else is going?
so one person's got to stay behind?
who's the 7th?
There's Nigel, Akra, Orban, Jonathan.
Oh, I
Claire,
forgot to count. Akra.
Grizz.
Yep. So there's
Darius
7 of us.
character that Leatrix. So there's 7 of us.
And
Great.
Erica, right?
So-
Or did you already count Erica?
I said Akra.
There's
Oh.
there's 7 of us, and I guess Nigel can only do his thing with 6 of us. So one of us has to stay back, and I have to go because I'm the one that's gonna get us back here.
Let's
I mean, I can stay and I'm used to this kind of carnage. I can stay and help the monks if everyone
Well,
else would like to go.
Well, I'm kind of bound by my honor to help if needed. So I would be willing to stay if everybody wants to go to that, but that's up to them.
well, I'm thinking we just need maybe just one more person that's strong that comes with us. And then everybody else stay here. I mean, I don't think it would take very long.
Or let's
Um,
group up first and we'll talk it out. So
I mean, I thought
uh,
everybody was grouped up.
Yeah, we're
what's
all
up?
grouped up.
I'm fine with staying and helping while you guys do what you need to do.
All right. Well, whoever wants to stay can stay, but
I'm
we're
more than
just trying to
I'm
figure out
more
who else is gonna go.
I'm more than willing to help you, Akira, if that's what you need.
I'll go with you. I'll
All
go
right.
with you.
Akra, what about you?
Akra will. So who's all staying?
So far,
So far,
Leatrix
me.
is the
All
one
right.
that agreed to stay.
Akra will go stand by Leatrix and say that she'll stay with Leatrix.
All right.
So that means 5 of us.
So yeah, we'll take 5 of us. All right.
So
How does this work,
as you guys
Nigel?
are discussing this, you see that Akira, you see that same Red Genasi that was with you and Shali walk up to you guys, kind of curious on what you guys are doing.
What's going on here? We already have this taken care of. What are you guys doing?
We're doing our job.
We figured out how to take care of our thing without needing special permissions from Shali. A couple of us are gonna stay back and help with whatever you need here, and then the rest of us we're gonna disappear. We're gonna transport out to where we need to go, and we'll teleport back probably pretty quickly to help
Any
out.
any rituals of any kind done within the sanctum is very unharmonious. We cannot allow possible rituals of maybe demonic of any kind of this nature. We don't really deal with
Nigel,
Hey,
this.
We're not
Nigel will
inside.
look at him.
We're not inside your compound. We're outside the gate.
Nigel will look at him. It's not a ritual. It is instantaneous. So there you go.
I do
right, yeah,
understand this type of magic.
we're not conducting rituals. We're just teleporting.
I'm
It's
sorry.
not anything out of the ordinary, and we're not even technically inside your sanctum. We're outside the gate right now.
I'm very new to your party. Forgive me for the lack of trust. We've just had a lot happening recently. We're
Nigel,
very let
Can I
nature take its course,
or
can I
if
ask
you
you a
understand.
question? Are you in
Yeah,
charge here, or is what was her name? DM?
actually,
actually,
Are you in charge here, or is Shali in charge?
We have different levels of leadership here. She controls most of the earth. I control most of the fire.
Akira will approach him at this time. This will help you hopefully. And he gives him 100 platinum.
Your money is
It's
well
for.
taken.
It's not for you. It's for your sanctum and all the people
I'll,
that's gonna be needing
yeah,
healing and stuff. It's just something for
I'll,
now. We'll be back to help
For donation.
later for donation. Yes, yes.
You,
And we're leaving 2 behind to help you, as we are gone for a few
I'll walk
minutes.
up and
I
bow to him.
respect this. Thank you. We appreciate your offerings. I just wish that we can trust you in the future as well. Money is not the only thing to buy trust around
Oh
here.
shit! I don't have a. Hold on. I thought that was
I'll walk
platinum,
up
but
and bow
apparently
to
it's
him
not. I have 10
and
platinum.
say,
Shit. I have 2. Okay, I give him 100 gold. Sorry, I was reading the wrong one.
Hit platinum.
I give him 100 gold.
that's 10 platinum.
Yeah, no.
So so this is not something that you're just gonna like take back later, as in like you don't want him to hold on to it through trust. You're just giving it as a donation.
Yeah, so he could leave us alone.
I'll
Pretty much.
leave you to your endeavors or your incantations. I must tend to the rest of the people.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Nigel
So,
will tell every.
hold on.
Sorry, good.
So when Arias, you should also and he don't know this, but he also inclines on possibly trying to get Shali's blessing still because she's in charge of that area kind of thing.
This gold will definitely help with getting Shali's blessing for medical needs and such, but to understand, it's almost as if its own adventure to get one's blessing of Shali's.
Could you go get her for us?
I am not to be sent as if another acolyte. You see a flame brew in his eyes.
Well, I mean, you said that we need to talk to her, so I don't know where she is, and you do. I was
right,
just asking. She's
I'm gonna
I
look
will
around
go.
and see if I see her.
Nigel will
I'm
go
gonna go
to.
fetch her.
Go ahead and do a perception.
I can fetch her.
perception.
And Torben, you know because you're a monk yourself, you know that getting a monk's blessing is actually huge.
I said that
Oh,
I would
shit.
fetch her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Akira
Torben,
will.
you do see her kind of over by the tent, kind of helping out the wounded and everything. You do notice, well, you don't know, yeah, you do know her because you had to meet her and go through your challenge as to become a master monk. So you actually know
Right.
Arias as well, the one that just came up and talked to you.
That's why I was bowing. I bowed to Arias and said I will go fetch her.
And
And so
Arias, you feel like a little bit more respect from Torben because of that, and you do notice that he is a monk as well.
As he notices this, he would simmer and understand the situation and give him a nod to approve for him to leave his presence.
all right, I'll turn and I'll head towards Chile or Chile.
Uh,
I'll look at Arias. There's no disrespect intended here, sir. We're the one who just left. He is a monk who knows your ways, but we don't. So it's not that we're sending you to fetch someone for us. It's that we're on urgent business and we're trying to do this as respectfully as possible. If we wanted to go about and be disrespectful, we'd be able to just teleport out before you even can do anything.
crossed my mind.
But we're trying to do this in a respectful manner to ensure that you know that we have no ill intent. There's an urgency about it. That's all it is.
Well, even though that there is such an urgency, you must understand, there was an explosion, so we are very weary of the elements itself, on magic of any type.
I understand that. That's why I'm telling you that we're trying to do this respectfully, not go about doing as we will without your permission. That's
As
where
he
the urgency is. That's why we were asking you to go and get Shali for us. It wasn't out of ill intent or disrespect. It was out of urgency so that we can be granted this permission to do what we need to do because it's an urgent matter. I understand what happened here, but other lives are on the line as well.
can I let Jacob roll for
Persuasion.
roll charisma or persuasion? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. That's a natural one. You gotta be kidding me.
So
As-
four
as-
total.
I got it.
As-
Very good.
Oh, is there anything you'd like to add on to what he was saying? Is that what you're going to say, Yakir?
Yeah, I was.
I wouldn't step in that.
Oh, I got a question for you. Why do we need a permission from a neutral party if we have our own mission to do?
This is our area.
There are very serious things that are going on as we speak. Some of
Obviously.
not that we can all understand. And we must let nature take its course as the elements that it is.
Alright, I got another question. If we're outside your gates, why do we need permission from you?
You are still within our premise, if you will.
Okay.
We do not wish to trust possibly some kind of gate to be opened, a portal to let more foes come and attack our innocence.
I wish we had that kind of magic. Then we could just teleport people to help you. Am I correct?
This would be true. It would not be my first time
Oh,
I'd have been lied
and
to.
you also have a teleportation circle, which allows people to just come in as well. Do you not?
You're right. These
So,
seals are also bound by truth and nobility.
and so is this. And I'll show him the coin from Alexander. He sent us on a truthful and very important mission to let everybody know that Alexandria is being attacked. And you guys just want to stand around and talk and wait and see what happens
So
when we're trying to act.
Sorry,
And
Akira. You know Shalit took the coin. You know that, right?
I have multiple.
I know. I just letting you know. I didn't know if you remembered.
Yeah.
She actually picked up the coin. Said she'd talk to you later about it.
Yeah.
Just,
And
just let me
all
know
I
when
just-
I'm
and
approaching.
that's why I'm telling them is everybody wants to wait and
Okay.
just talk later when we're trying to act. Is what I'm
Well,
trying
they
to
were
say.
acting on the situation that they're. But yes, I get it.
We cannot press the situation more than to understand that we let the elements work themselves out. We do not fight wars or troublesome situations. This is a natural zone, if you will. It's being in the center of two pulling forces.
So how far is your sanctum? How many acres? Like where do we need to be just to get out of here? Because obviously you guys are not gonna wait and give us permission to just do our thing.
If you speak to Shali and get her blessing,
So
I
as you
tried
guys,
to, but then she left after she said I would have that I could talk to her. And then she's like, "Oh, never mind. Let me talk to you later."
so Arias, you actually take offense the way he's talking about her.
please do not speak of Shali. And as his voice raises, his eyes start to smolder even more. Do not speak of her in this tone. You must hold respect when you speak of her. Do you
I
understand?
don't
gonna-
know her. I don't know her. So
I'm gonna put my
sorry.
hand on Akira's shoulder, and I'll look at
And as
the.
Jonathan, you do know that like the respect from monks are huge also, but like I understand your side. You understand you're trying to get stuff done, but you understand there are rules for around there as well. Because you've been
Right.
around and all that, but there are certain things that, and getting on their bad side is not good. Because yes, they are a neutral party, so they can choose to do something against you if anything.
Right. So I'm gonna put my hand on Akira's shoulder, and I'm just gonna look at the. I'm sorry, I forgot the guy's name already. I just said it.
Auric, or
It is, uh, it is Arias.
All right.
Right.
So I'm gonna look, and I'm just gonna. Master Arias, we are we will wait for Shali. That
I'll
is the
shrug.
quickest way. I'm gonna look at Akir. That is
I
the
shrug and
quickest way
stand up
for us to
my shoulder.
get this figured out. And then I'll look back to Arias. I appreciate your patience and understanding of our urgency.
As he ruffles some wrinkles out of his robe and then looks up towards you, meets eyes with you, and says, "Please control your friend, pet, whatever he is. If you will, hold him on a tighter leash. I appreciate your donation, but I do not appreciate your comments of Shali. Get her blessing.
I'll
And
just
please."
walk away, like literally away from the monastery.
And as you do that, you take offense to that as well, because that's the second time he's done that to you.
Please, for the love
I'll
of
just-
all the elements.
I'm just walking. Nigel's with him.
Master Arias, if I may. He's on a sensitive mission. It involves his family. It's a very sensitive subject. He's not usually this way. He's a little bit out of sorts. If you could
Ah,
please,
yes.
if you could please just grant him a little bit of leniency this one time. It would be much appreciated, Master.
I definitely understand that of one to love another. I will let this slide this one time, but he must control his tongue when speaking about Shali.
It is understood, and I appreciate your patience and your understanding. And I'll give him a little bow.
As he nods his head towards you, I must leave. So please, continue your business, but gain Shali's blessing.
Of course, thank you.
So you head over to Shali.
And then I'll wait for Torgon. And I'm gonna run up to Akir real quick.
He's just walking. Like he's
Okay,
done.
so
I know I'm gonna.
sorry,
Alright.
I'm jumping over to Torben. Torben, you walk up to Shali.
I'll
And
give her
she's kind of looking in
a
the tent,
bow.
trying to holding the tent open. So she's actually not looking at you. So she's just holding up, trying to help guide people into the tent to help.
All right, I'll approach her and I'll bow and say, Master Shali.
She turns around and looks at you and says, "Ah, Master Torben, welcome back to this monastery. Sorry, in such a not a good time. Let's just go with it."
Understood, and I am sorry for the troubles that have befallen this camp, and I'm here on an urgent business, and I'm sorry to push this on you at this time. The king of the land has charged the group that I am in, and I know that you have already heard from some of my party members with the goal of getting everybody in the area together to help fight the dark presence that has befallen the land.
Well, you know this, Torben, that we are a neutral party and we like to stay out of conflicts if we have to.
I understand this, and I respect that ability to stay neutral in all situations. In this situation, however, it is possible that all people, all beings, all creatures may be overcome by this presence that's overtaking the land.
So she looks you up and down for a second, Torben. She asks, "So what's troubling you? You look like you have weight on your shoulders. A decision."
It's it is a complicated decision. I've I've been put in a situation where I must choose one side or the other,
Well,
and my center has wavered because of it.
wow. Well, as a monk master, as you are now for a few years, you know the rules and what we follow. But the true being is what you truly feel is the right path for yourself. Not for yourself, but your land, friends, peace in general. You that's all the knowledge and guidance I can give you is think of what would give you the most peace.
Peace is a hard thing to find when all you've known is turmoil.
I understand. It's it's hard, especially in everything you've been through. That things have happened. That it's hard to get over certain things, and especially ones that are life changing. I understand. What I
What would be
ask,
the correct?
what I ask you, because the only choice that can be made is from you. All I can give you is meditate on it for a while. See if nature and the elements can give you the
I will, and I appreciate your guidance.
She kind of nods her
My
head.
the party I'm with has decided that we must teleport to another location. Is um is it possible that we would be able to get your blessing to do that in this area?
Is it one of your companions? And she pulls out that coin. The one that gave me this. And you recognize the coin as the coin that Alexander gave to you guys.
It's possible, but I wasn't here when whoever gave you that coin. Which one was
He's
it?
a black Corvum, and he had a little automaton following him around.
Ah, yes, yes, I do believe
He
that is
seems
he's
very troubled. And at this point, Arias, you walk up and see that I'm conversing with Torben.
Ah, you found Shali. Have you gotten her blessing?
uh, I'll look at her and I'll look at him.
Arias, welcome. What do you think of his group?
Ah, yes. The parrot? Is that what it is?
Arias, you know very well. He's a
Parrot.
Corvum.
Oh, yes. Yes, that. Very exquisite people.
What do you think of these? Like, do you think they are a friend?
I do not sense hostility, but for the good of protecting the sanctum, the monastery, I must think beyond emotions. You and I both understand that.
Yes, we do.
And
She
so
looks
do
back
I.
at Torben and says, Torben, your party approaches me and asks them, I will give them my blessing.
I appreciate what you have done for us. I will let them know, and I'll give her a brow,
And he
a
bows his
bow,
head.
and say, Master Kaylee, Master or Aries, Arias, sorry, and I'll bow both ways, and then I'll head out towards the group.
Okay. Arias, maybe you should accompany them on this journey where they're teleporting to see and watch.
I please forgive me for speaking out of turn, but I must stay by your side. There could be more dangers here.
You know very well that we are safe as of right now. We have
But
people here, and something tells me they might need you in the end.
I'm not too certain that these are the people that we need to be sheltering.
So
That these
she walks up to you as you say this, and she's just like, she's a little bit shorter than you. She just looks in your eyes and kind of puts her hand on your cheek and says, "Please, for me, go with."
curse your spells of beauty. All right, I'll do this.
I'm sort of listening as I'm walking away.
Okay. You can roll a perception to see if you can hear what they said. Okay, yeah,
I did too.
you heard every word, and you know that the hierarchies um, normally don't have relationships, and um, that seemed a little odd that he was persuaded so well by just a touch.
Character wise, what does Shaylee look like? I don't know if
So
we ever got a description on her.
She has slicked back hair. It's fairly short. Sorry, light brown hair. She's got brown skin. She's got bright, actually bright blue eyes. She is wearing like brown and green robes. The belt that's around her, as a monk, you know that that's the hierarchies wear belts for their monasteries or temples, and she's wearing one that has a rock giant on the front, and she has her shirt come down just past her shoulders. She's very, she's, and you know that she's a Earth Genasi. You know her race.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
and she's got two earrings in her left ear, one earring in her right. Um, and she's very beautiful for her race.
Okay. Just kind of getting an idea of what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
All
so
right.
we have been given permission to travel, correct?
They, she asked you for the company to come to her and ask for all of them together for her blessing.
All right. So I will head to the group.
Okay. So as the group stands there, you guys all see Torben approach you. At this time, you notice that a lot of the
I
wounded
don't, because
and
I'm walking
dead,
away.
the dead and the wounded are all gathered up. The wounded are all in the tent now. The dead are all piled up, kind of just with blankets and stuff covering them. Not in a pile, just all next to each other, respectfully. And a lot of the other refugees that are like they're kind of setting up their little spots throughout the area that they're in and inside the walls. And you notice that a few of the monks and a couple actually the refugees start to try and repair the gates.
So have I caught up with Akir?
Yes.
So I'm gonna catch up. Akir,
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Akir, I understand what this is to you. I understand, and I'm with you till the end of it. I'm gonna help you out, but you can't disregard these monks' traditions. They're bound by their own laws. They're not here to cause more issues. They're here to they have to follow their own rules and their own laws, even if it seems unnecessary to you. The quickest way to get this done is to work with it.
The
Oh, I
quickest
hear you.
way to get this shit done is obviously for them is waiting till we talk to somebody. So I'm just gonna walk this way far enough away, and then I'm gonna just go.
All right. Am I close enough to
That's the
hear him
quickest way.
talking
If
at this
you
point,
No,
or
because
if
they walked
you
away. So they're
if
not.
he walked
you
away?
want to do this, if you want me to help you save your son, turn around and let's go back. Torben should be done talking to Shali by now, and we'll be able to get out of here. But walking away from the issue isn't going to help anything.
I'm not walking away from an issue. I'm walking away from them. Who wants to wait and just stand around until something happens to him? I'm gonna go get shit done right now and save my son.
Here,
You can follow me if you want, but I'm going.
I'm going to stop walking and just stay
Okay.
behind him
So with what
or not.
is Nigel with you as well, Akir?
Yeah,
So
I was just following.
So I don't know how his how he feels because he likes to help people, correct?
Yeah, I was
So
about to get there.
okay, sorry. I didn't know if you wanted because you was Akira if you wanted me to role play him for you.
No, Nigel's my character. I'll roleplay him myself.
Okay, that's fine. I was
So,
just curious.
like I was saying, I'm going to stop and I'll just say behind them, Nigel, you know as well as I do that this is the best way to do this. I can help you guys. But if Akir keeps acting this way, he's only going to cause more issues. Please. I want to help you.
Nigel will stop and look at you.
I understand the urgency of this. I understand what it means to both of you. But disrespecting high monks isn't the way to go about it. If we're gonna do it, then let's do it. You've been waiting, I don't know how long. What's another 2 minutes of waiting for someone's permission? Please.
Akir will stop and show him the mirror. That's why I'm in it.
I
In here to
understand,
see
but
a
like I
dead
said,
body and shit lying everywhere.
Torben is already. I'm gonna look back. Do I see Torben
Yeah, he actually
back
just
with the
reached
group?
the group, so he's
So I'm gonna look at Akira. Torben's already back with the group. He's done talking to Shali. If you go by yourself and something's there, you're gonna die. Do you want to lose him again,
Well,
or do you want to do this the right way? Swallow a little bit of pride, and let's do it.
you think this is about pride?
I think this is about your son. And I think the
This,
best thing for him is to take more than you and him to that damn place. Because we don't know what's waiting for us there.
do you have kids?
I don't.
So you have no idea what I'm feeling
Fine.
right now.
If you want to go, just you and him, then do it. That's
You
fine.
could
Do
come
whatever you
along
want.
all you want. I don't care. You could follow me.
If you go, just the two
But
of you,
I'm tired of
there's
waiting.
a
And I'm
chance
this
you're
close.
gonna lose him again.
I'm this close from getting my son back. Been 15 years
And what's another two
trying to find
minutes?
this. What's another 2 minutes?
To make sure that you have the help that you need.
I'll have all I need.
I'm gonna look at Nigel. I'll let you guys decide what you want to do. Seems you're the one that makes the rational decisions. Please, if you want to talk to him, do so. I'll be waiting with the group, and we'll be waiting for you. I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
okay. So the group, you guys all see Pericles, aka Jonathan, and Akir and all Nigel have what looked like a heated discussion, and you guys all see Jonathan come back to you guys, and Akir and Nigel looking at each other. That's what you guys see. And so, Jonathan, you get to the group.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Seems-
stand there and I'll look back and wait.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, Akir's uncomfortable with waiting, and he's in a bad place right now. We just need to hope that Nigel can talk him into walking back and going with us. He's
Uh,
talking about going himself.
Master Shali has said that she may give us permission. She just wants to see the teleportation herself.
That's fine. I don't care who she can see it. That's respectable. But Akir needs to swallow a little bit of his to do it. Bite his tongue a bit.
I can go speak with him.
If you wish, but I might give Akir a moment to speak with Nigel. I think Nigel is a little more center-minded than Akir is. Akir's very desperate right now. Nigel is the only one I think that can get through to him.
Shoots herself.
So
Do I know?
Grizz, you are standing there with them, so you could say something as well. All of you are there except Akira and Nigel.
They're out talking.
Yeah,
Alright.
you heard everything Torben and Jonathan said.
Are there any like well, as we're waiting to find out, do we is there like any monks or anything around?
You just see him repairing the gates and stuff like that, and helping
I'll be right
kind
back,
of
guys.
walking through the crowd that's didn't get hurt or anything to see if they have like food, water. You just see him walking around.
All right. Well, I guess while we're waiting, I'm gonna go over and help try to repair the door. Try to get it as secure as I can.
Okay. So we'll jump over to. Did you want to say something? Okay. So we'll jump over to Nigel and Akir.
As they're all talking, you see the cure like pacing back and forth. He looks very, very like um, tense and like Jonathan said, desperate. And Nigel's just standing there as the cure is ranting. Um, and then Nigel, you see Nigel. I'm not gonna roleplay this because it's me
Talk to
talking to
yourself.
myself would be kind of funny. Um,
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, come
You are
on.
live
You
streaming.
said
We
you'd
are
be
live
okay
streaming.
with it.
Let's see you talk to yourself.
Do it like Gollum.
No, 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 no. Do it like the twins. The twins at the
so
council.
Yeah.
all right, I'll roleplay it. What? So after the little heat, because Nigel's just ranting about. I don't understand, Nigel, just why everybody has to wait. When we have a solution to what we need and what our purpose is, what we've been searching for 15 years, and we finally have it in our grasp, and people just want to wait. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of looking for stuff. I just want to act now. They just don't understand. And and then, so even if it's just you and I, we need to go. And Nigel will just stand there and roll up to him, put his hands on his shoulder, and then like lean in and put his head to Akira's head and whispers to him in his normal voice. Da. So he's been putting on a persona, by the way. I really think we need to trust these people. I know a lot of things has happened to our family, but we need to do this. I think these people are true and they want to help us as long as we need to help them. We don't know if my body's there. We don't know. And what if the Dark Lord or whoever is there and we run into him? We have failed. They make a lot of sense. And I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I'm part of you. This is all you've been looking for. But we need to do this. I think we need to go back and see what happens. Akira is like, I don't know. What's everybody's passive perception, I guess? I know what Jonathan's is.
20.
22. That's if I choose to have listened.
Well, this is your passive perception, so that's like just corner of your eye. If you're like look, you're obviously. Are you guys looking? Whoever's looking over there,
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at you guys.
you'll see Akira just like start shuddering, like shaking, and like he's very distraught.
Leatrix is a 16.
I mean, he's not hiding it if they're just staring at him, but he just takes a deep breath and looks up at Nigel and just nods, and they'll walk back to the group.
Okay. So You guys see all that, and they end up reaching the group.
All right. So we're decided on who's going then.
And Grizzly, you do see that as well. That he approached the group. So if you wanted to come back or
Yeah, I'll walk back over to him, back over to the group.
As soon as Grizz gets back, I'm gonna look at the group. All right. So we're decided on who's going then.
Yes, I'll stay.
All right. So Okra and Leatrix are staying. All right. How do we do this, Nigel?
Well, we have to go talk to the lady.
we must go talk with Shirley first before we leave.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Molotov.
I'm gonna turn and start walking toward Shali.
and Akira looks really annoyed now because he has to go talk to her.
More talking, and he'll just like side eye Nigel, and Nigel will side eye him and smile.
All right. So I'm gonna start walking toward Shali.
Okay.
As soon as we get there, as soon as she acknowledges that our presence, I'm gonna make a soft bow.
Okay,
Master
so
Shali,
next to Shali, you see Arias as well.
Master Shali, Master Arias. I'll bow to both of them.
He nods his head.
Yep, she nods.
We have been told that we may be granted our permission under your supervision.
Yes, but I have. She speaks up. One request:
Okay.
that Arias here goes with you.
If you find it
Kid does
necessary,
that exactly. He just laughs.
if you find it necessary that he should
Shake my head no.
come with us, then that is by your command. This is your monastery, and we will abide by your respective wishes. If you wish for him to go with us, he may. We will be coming back hopefully very shortly.
She just nods towards you and looks at Arias. Please keep an eye out. That's all she says.
Can I do
As
an
you
insight
wish.
check on that? Like what her intentions are?
You can do an insight check, yeah.
Because obviously Akira does not like these people. 14.
You feel like she doesn't fully trust you guys. That's why she's sending him.
And then
That's the
I'll
feeling
turn
you get.
I'll turn and look at Nigel. Nigel, or I guess
Well,
that's not your real name. But how do we do this?
Nigel will look around, go back to his robotic voice because he thinks it's fun. We need to leave one more person behind if this gentleman is coming with.
Leatrix
we only
and
have
Aqua
5.
are both staying, so it's that should be 6.
6, counting me.
Right,
So there's
there's you,
Nigel, Jonathan,
Akir,
Akir.
Pericles, Grizz.
Yeah, I could take 5 other people. Just 5.
Right. So there's
That would be me too, plus
there's
Arias. So
Torben, Arias, Pericles, Grizz, Akra, not Akra, sorry, Akir and Nigel is 6 total.
right. So one of us will have to stay.
Because 2 of us are staying. Leatrix and Akra are staying.
Yeah.
And
So
we
there's
also have to stay.
5 plus Nigel. No one else needs to stay. That's all of it. Because before we only needed to leave one person behind, but 2 decided to stay back, and then we picked up an extra, so that's the total.
Come and touch me.
Why are you eating a cream pie on stream?
So Akira will just grab Nigel, his arm, and hold on.
It's a pie. This razzle.
Oh.
Everybody grab a hold of Nigel.
I'm gonna go put my hand on Nigel's shoulder.
Do the same.
Shalay looks over at Arias and just kind of nods.
Arias pulls out this giant ass bag of gold and hands it to Shali and says, "This is a healthy donation from our." Looks towards Ikir and says, "Feathered friend."
She kind of nods and takes it and says, "It'll be waiting for him when he gets back. We don't need him to pay us off." Just kidding. She don't say that. She's not like that. She's not like that at all. She just nods.
I mean, if you want to give it back to me, you can give it back to me.
No, she just
Fine.
she just
Money,
nods
money.
towards you.
He just
Nods
looks.
towards Akira.
He just like burns a death stare in his eyes. Just stares at her. Are we going or what?
Arias walks over to Ikir and says, "So you're the master in this field. What do I need to do?"
Grab a hold of Nigel.
I don't touch others.
Well, if you're wanting to go with us, you're gonna have to.
He reaches down. What would it be? Claw hand, claw like a gripper.
It's a hand.
It's just a regular
Alright.
hand. It's just.
Oh, gotcha. Reaches down and lightly touches hand on one pinky.
You need to grab him.
He takes one deep sigh. All right.
Just
Grabs
grab
his
the
hand.
stick and go for the drive.
Grab the metal rod.
If you want, you could go behind and give him a reach around. I don't care. You just need to grab him.
No, please. I'll hold his hand. And grabs his hand.
Okay. Nigel will look at him and just nod, and he will cast Word of Recall to his sanctuary where his body is at 6th level, because that's the only slot that it takes. My only 6th level
And
spell.
so that just goes to the where he's been before, where it was, right?
That's where he made his sanctuary, where his body is, where the sorceress.
Okay, that's what I was okay.
So, and then he looks at everybody, and all of a sudden, everybody. Hold on.
Everyone, hold on.
Please stand by.
Teleporting in 2 minutes.
So do we have to stand here and hold hands that entire 2
No,
minutes?
so this is instantaneous, guys. So Nigel, he'll look at everybody, and then he'll start glowing a bluish black aura around him, and he'll close his eyes as he's chanting very religious chant. I'm not going to do a chant because I don't know what he would say. And it's in, we'll say it's in Thieves' Cant.
I understand
And,
it.
so since you can understand it, he's pretty much saying, pretty much over and over, "Return me home, return me home." But and then he was, "Return me to my sanctuary, return me to my body, return me to sang," and he just keeps repeating himself. And as he's repeating himself, chanting, the aura is growing, and then he changes a couple words, saying, "Take these people to sanctuary. Take these people to sanctuary." And it'll start slowly. The aura will start slowly going around the people that are touching him until it consumes everybody, and it's just this one blackish blue um, aura just circling, and all of a sudden it starts spinning, and then it like sucks everybody up into a vortex, and they're gone.
Ooh. So now we're standing where?
Yeah. So now we're at sanctuary.
We're back to the sorcerers. We should be back to the
So,
sorcerers.
as you guys are going through, you guys appear at. You guys just appear inside this gorgeous building, but It's got bright, like looks like marble walls. You see bookshelves with thousands of books just everywhere, all over. But as you get in here, you see what looks like a chandelier used to be hanging is on the ground. You see books scattered on the ground. You see actually some of the walls, chairs and stuff all busted. You see some of the places actually scorched by fire, pretty hot fire. You do notice a female laying on the ground wearing white robes, hair covering her face, just laying there in a pool of blood.
Ooh.
Akir will go up to her and drop down to his knees and. Oh, I forgot her name. Forgot her name. God dang it. Shadana. Shadana. That's her name.
I
Oh,
can't remember
Shadana.
your name. Sorry. Go
There's, can I tell how long she's been dead?
ahead. It looks like a couple days, possibly. She's kind of cold. She's pretty cold.
I'll
To be
lay her
exact, if you
hands.
want to roll a medicine check to see how long she's actually been dead, you can.
Not the greatest, but 11.
Yeah, it just seems like she's been dead for possibly a couple days. She's pretty cold, that's
Um, with that 11, would I be able to tell how she died or no?
all. You see a sword, what looks like a possible sword or blade of pretty good sized, pierced right through her chest and stomach.
Does it have that dark magic on it?
No, no, the sword's not there. Just you just see the wound, what looks like possibly a sword or some kind of blade pierced through it.
All right. So as I sit there for a second, I'll look over to the door that I know that my son's body is, and
And
I'll
you
walk
can
over
see
that way.
as you look at the door, you do notice that it's in rubble. Is the door's destroyed?
I'll go over there, start peeling the rubble apart.
Okay.
I'll help him.
Okay. And seeing all this, Arias, you see everything that has occurred. You know something bad definitely has happened. Like this is not a
Something
normal.
bad has happened here. It's not unnormal.
Akira will stop,
It's
look over.
it's definitely like it's
What
not
gave you that idea?
it's not a normal
And then he'll go back to.
invasion. Like something like dark has happened there.
Something dark has happened here. It's not a
Oh my
normal
god,
invasion.
why'd this guy come through with us? It's obvious. As he's
If you would
peeling the
have
rubble.
brought Shalee, this is clearly an Earth problem. Why am I here?
Because you're not on Earth.
Oh, even.
I'll ask.
He'll just
I'm
keep
gonna
pulling
ask
the rubble off.
Araya or whatever his name is. Have you ever
Arias.
seen Arias? Have you ever
Arias.
seen anything like this? Do you know anything about this?
This looks very difficult. Maybe like a ritual of some kind. I wish I could do some kind of check on this body to see if there's some kind of ritual knife used upon this, but I'm not of any kind of investigator, if you will.
As he said, I'll walk up. Great. Well, I kind of am, I guess. Investigate the body.
Okay.
19.
Okay. So you notice that she's been dead for probably about 4 or 5 days, to be exact. That
Okay.
the blade that was pierced is gives off a demonic essence from it.
Hmm.
You know that only a few blades are that big and give off that kind of radiance. And the last time you felt this presence was when you guys were in Lake City.
Was there recently some form of blood moon or a specific ritualistic pattern that happened in the last 4 to 5 days?
Funny enough, yes, actually. We were we were trying to save some people over in Lake City and ended up on the island just on the outskirts and
Elizabeth Lake, to be exact.
in the middle of the lake. And yeah, there was a ritual. They summoned a demon. Very powerful one.
Oh, what was his name?
Start with a B. That's all I remember.
Baylor. Was his name.
Baylor. Yeah.
They they uh they summoned Valor.
And at this name, you feel the strong urgency to get out of there, Arias.
Hurry, we must retreat. I don't know what it is that you're here for, but this name does not sit well with me. We must leave. Quickly, everyone hold hands. Get back over here. My feathered friend, we must go.
I'm just digging.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm like, we have something to take care of first, and I'm gonna walk over with Akir.
How packed is the door?
Well, I mean, it was just in rubble, so it's not real thick. About this time, you guys actually can see through into the other room now, and you notice that the table that the body was on is gone. However, on top of the table is sitting a medallion.
Medallion. Do I recognize this medallion?
Oh, once you get in there, I'll give you like if you just see a medallion sitting on there, you can't quite see the face. You do know it's like it's scorched in black, but it's a dark red color from what you can see from where you're at.
Can I just bust through the rest of the way so he can get in there?
Yeah, you can do a strength check to hurry and bust through there.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
you see this half orc step back. He yells, "Get to the side!" and he just bum rushes this door and just plows through the frickin' rubble like it was nothing. Everything just goes everywhere, and now there's a hole where the door is.
Okay, I'll go up. Do I recognize the medallion?
Okay, so it's the same symbol that you guys have seen before, that you've seen on that bard, but it is of different color.
And we never. And that bard, he left the opposite way. We haven't seen him since. Correct?
Yeah, he
There's
wouldn't go in
no there's no sign of the body anywhere.
No, not that you see. Everything's destroyed in there, and the only spot that's cleaned out is where the body was on that table with just the medallion sitting on it.
And then I'm gonna say as I'm looking down at it in Akira's hand, or I don't know if he had it, but
No, it's
as in,
just
I haven't touched it.
does anyone recognize this symbol?
I'm gonna use
I'm gonna.
my feature that I haven't used in a while.
I was hoping the guy
I'm
that's with
going
us might
to
notice it.
do my.
oh, he didn't walk in the room.
Oh,
Where the hell is it?
As they're looking through that, I'm gonna.
Oh, my appraising eye. I'm gonna use my appraising eye on it. You have an almost supernatural ability
Yeah,
to appraise objects. Yep.
Yeah, I remember what it is. You know that this, even though you've seen the medallion before, it's trapped people in their minds or whatever. This one is different. It is more of like it'll give you a message if you for the one that it is meant for.
So it's like a message stone.
Yeah.
Medallion. Message medallion.
Yeah.
Do I know how to activate it?
You just whoever the message is for, just touches it and then it gives them the message.
I'll reach out and touch it.
Okay, so as you reach out and touch it, you actually get knocked back, kind of like a shock a little bit, and a hologram erupts in front, and so everyone can see this.
my only hope.
And you guys see this giant demonic being almost kind of minotaur-like, but not quite. He's got all you can see is his chest, his shoulders, and his head. His head has got these giant horns that come up kind of like a bull. His face kind of looks like a bull a little bit, and you see what looks possibly could be wings behind his shoulders. You can't quite tell. Um, he's dark red of skin, and his eyes are blood red. And as the message opens, he says, "Brendan, that's your cue." Did you step to the side, Brendan?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I could do this if you're busy real quick.
Sorry. Yeah, my son. I apologize.
No, you're good. I'll do it. No worries. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna say it. I am Baylor. A kid, I know all of you. Lay down your arms or face me. We have your son. You want him? Join us. And then the message disappears.
Well, shit.
So, Arias, you actually hear that message as well from the other room.
Okay, I think I have a minute.
Okay.
I heard the message from the other room. I'm gonna pretend like I wasn't talking to my son.
Okay. So, it's just him. You heard that he said, "I'm Baylor."
Okay.
He knows all of Akir. He said, lay down his arms and join him,
Oh,
and then
that's
you
right.
could have his son.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
I literally missed that whole message because Erica called me. So
Oh shit.
Oh, well,
Same
I didn't
pitch.
know that.
Not that sitch, but
Um, I'll just do it over again. Now I gotta think of how I said it. I am Baylor. That kid. I know all of you. We have your son. You want him? Lay down your arms and join us. If not, die. And the message ends.
shh. Sorry. So I heard. I definitely heard, or
Yeah,
I heard something.
you heard.
Okay. As Arias walks into the room and sees this message, not hears it.
You just heard it, but you do know it was Baylor, and you know that um, Akir now has a very difficult decision to make, and you are there to, as a monk, you know the ways are, and so same with you, Torben, kind of in like your situation. You guys feel the same towards him as of right now, like what to do, kind of thing.
I'll get the drow, the guy that's gonna make my wish. I'll get
Okay.
him out.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So he
ask
was
him.
still on that floating platform back at the other place because you didn't bring him with you. Because you didn't put him back in the chest.
I thought I put him back in there.
No, you didn't want to because you were scared that it was gonna lock.
So I think Arias would definitely state that dropping our arms would not be the best option. Clearly.
Yeah, I'll look at Arias and I'll say I agree. I'm not dropping my weapons.
This is a situation that I personally do not think we should follow the message.
I would agree, but unfortunately, that's not the decision for us to make. The message wasn't for us. I'll look at it here. Message was for you.
Take us back.
Alor is not to be trusted.
Let's just go back. There's obviously nothing here.
We all
Right.
saw it, right?
Well,
I
Yeah,
agree.
everyone saw it.
I agree. I think we should regroup with our other people and discuss this. What we should do further.
I'm gonna grab
Right.
the medallion before I stand back
So
up.
as you pick up the medallion, it actually just crumbles because the message was complete.
right,
And
everyone, I'm gonna look at Osiris. You don't have to touch me.
It's Arias, not Osiris.
Or Arias, whatever. Osiris is an Egyptian god.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
So I'm gonna look at Arias and I'm just gonna say, you don't have to touch me. And then I'm gonna, but everyone just get close to me. Everyone gather in close.
what was my impression of the Baylor and that whole thing?
You know that with your conundrum that put it was a very bad feeling. Is all you get from that. And that
Do you think
and this is for everyone that was at Lake City. You all know that that was the same presence you guys felt at Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
does this influence my decision at all? The feeling I get.
It could possibly. I mean, it's like it almost made you all a little like, oh shit. Actually seeing him, the presence of him was just very intimidating. Like you guys weren't scared, but it was like it almost sent a chill down your spine, kind of thing. Seeing him and hearing him.
All right.
Right, everyone just
Before we leave, Akir will put up his hand real quick. Wait, and he'll run out back and grab the other mirror.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put that in
And
your
then come back.
inventory, so you have both the mirrors.
Mm.
And as you walk up to the mirror, you do see something underneath it as you pick it up, like a note.
Okay, I'll grab that as well.
And you noticed it says, "I'm sorry I could not help. Please forgive me." And then you notice like kind of a blood streak at the end, from what looks like the lady, the Shadana wrote. It was in her the last words she wrote to you.
I'll actually have Nigel pick up her body,
Okay. I don't know
and
if
we'll
you
bring it.
remember this, but he is carrying a dead head inside of him.
I know. It
Okay.
hasn't been 10 days.
Okay.
It
It's just been in there, so.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
been a few days, hasn't it?
yeah.
Yep. It's been almost 10 days, but I remember. But yeah, Nigel will pick her up, and we'll go back to John or Pericles, and
Okay.
I'll just nod to him.
right. Everyone gather in close. You don't want to get left behind now.
As Arias tries not to have any moon landings or, grazing anybody too closely, scrunches together.
And then I'm gonna pull out that token that was given to me by the monks, and I'm gonna focus on it and cast teleport.
Okay.
I'm gonna teleport us back to the monastery.
That one's instantaneous as well.
It is.
Okay. So you guys all go through, and you guys all appear. Shali is still standing there. Akra and Leatrix are all there. They're kind of just sitting there waiting to see what happened. You guys all appear, and Leatrix, Akra, you guys see what seems to be everyone kind of like they can't believe what they saw. Kind of look like I don't know how to say that.
Kira will look at Grizz. Hey Grizz,
Yeah,
we need to make a pyre for Shadona. Would you like to help me?
of course.
And then
Mm,
yeah, I'll go and start gathering wood and stuff.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay.
Wood
As
and stone.
as Arias comes through the portal, his hair's like kind of like staticky, like as if somebody rubbed a balloon on his head. So he quickly like licks his hands and like tries to get it wet and pull his hair down, so he looked a little more formal.
Nigel will lay her down and like fold her arms across her, and he'll like grab her, go see if he can find some cloth that he can wrap her up in.
You don't see any, but as you
No, he's
as
gonna go and try to find some from
I
people.
know,
He's gonna
as
go ask.
Shali sees you do, here's what you were asking. She looks up and she goes, "We have um some stuff you could wrap her in inside the main tent that we met at. You are more than welcome to it. I am so sorry for your loss."
Thank you, and he'll go off and
Okay.
grab some, and then he'll go back and wrap her up real tight, and then wait for the pyre to be built.
Please, please build it here in the middle of the right by the well. You're more than welcome to build it there.
You don't want dead person ash in the well.
No, no, but I know her, Shali says. She was a dear friend. Please, here.
So yeah, we'll just keep gathering wood till you tell us that we have enough, and then we'll build a pyre. And
Okay, so as you guys are doing that, she looks at Arias. Arias, please, come with me, discuss what you've seen.
Yes, Shali.
And they go, um, they walk away and they converse.
can someone tell me why some of you look like you've seen a ghost?
Right. Well, he wasn't there. The obviously the sorceress has been killed. The body of Akir's son is gone, and a message was left for Akir by Valor, saying that he needed to join him in order to get his son back.
You're not gonna do it, are you?
I'm out there.
Yeah, he walked away.
Walked away.
He's not gonna do it, is he? That would be the stupidest thing he could ever do.
I think in his state he might contemplate it, but I don't believe that his son will let him. I don't think Nigel will allow him to go that route. I think as long as we have Nigel talking to him, we'll be alright.
As Nigel rolls up to you, hello.
I'm sorry we couldn't find you, but I will do anything I can to get you back.
He'll just stare at you. Want to do an insight check on him?
You're gonna do an
I want,
insight
I
check
want to do
on.
an insight check on from Nigel to Pericles. I want to do an insight check, see how sincere he is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
15.
I mean, he's sincere. He's not. Doesn't seem like he's being deceptive or overbearing in any way. He seems like he's genuine.
Playing this game. Hold on.
Yeah, he'll look at. So who's all right here? It's just Leatrix and Pericles?
So it should
Yeah,
be
I'm.
should be everybody.
Because Grizz is out
No,
getting
I'm.
wood.
Grizz is
Oh yeah,
gathering
Grizz is
stick.
gathering wood.
So is
Then-
Akir.
I'm standing there, but I'm kind of to the side.
Okay.
So it's Torben, Leatrix, and Pericles.
He'll look at everybody else that's
Nakra.
there. And what about you? You all. Akra will just she'll she'll look over and see Akira in the distance and look back at you and look at the group and she'll just nod and then just say that she's never been with a group like this before and she thinks that this is her calling to do this.
I mean, yeah, we gotta do what we've gotta do to help each other out. We've been together long enough. We can't just bail on each other now, no matter what anybody's going through.
And then Nigel will look over at Torben. And you.
I believe in trying to find the best solution for everyone's situation. So I'll do my best to help you out in your situation.
I do an insight check on him.
Yeah, you rolled a Kiers last time instead of Nigel's, by the way.
Oh shit. Sorry.
I won't even do a deception.
Nigel.
That's why I didn't even roll back. I
That's
was just
right.
like, I'm not hiding anything.
Nigel's insight is a lot higher than Kieran's.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Alright. So 21 for the first one. So I'm re-rolling on Pericles.
Okay,
That's
well,
21.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely being genuine. Like
Okay.
he's
And
not hiding anything.
This is Torben.
You can tell that I'm conflicted.
Another
but
21.
it's the exact same thing.
You can tell I'm conflicted, but other than that, you believe I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
On what I just said, I believe in bettering our situation for everyone.
Okay. And then I want to do an insight check on Leatrix as well.
How's this
Another
one,
21.
Exact same thing.
Leatrix,
okay,
literally another 21.
so he's seeing if you're lying, and he rolled a 21, so you could either roll a deception or just tell the truth.
If you're trying to be deceiving, roll a deception.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm willing to do what it takes to help anybody in the group.
And then
So whatever you want to do, I'll go.
Akra.
I'll go along with. We've been
27
together
on
for
that
so
better.
long, we can't bail now.
And he'll nod to everybody that he did an inside check on, and then he'll look at Akra, and she's telling the truth. And then he speaks in his normal voice. Hello, this is my real voice here. I just had to be sure that you guys were sincere. I really enjoy being around you guys, and I'll thank you for everything you've done to help my father out.
You want us
May
to
be
call you
hard.
Ligon now?
I kind of have grown on Nigel. It's been 13 years for me, 15 for my dad, but kind of grown to like Nigel. He's quite a nice name in my opinion. apologize for my father. He's quite hard headed. Um, but you gotta understand, he's doing this for him and his family and for me. And he's lived his life as a free man on the ocean and in the sky. So I can do whatever I can to prevent him from going against you and going with Baylor. But like I said, he's quite hard headed. So we'll just have to see what happens.
I believe that. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what it takes for your family or your friends.
And
I'm
you
sure
gotta
it's a lot
understand,
harder.
he's been doing this for 15 years trying to find a cure for me. And I don't know what he would do to. He's finally so close to getting it done. And now there's just another notch in here. And it's hard to say what he's going to do.
Now, how does Nigel feel about this?
That is Nigel talking.
I know, but he's talking about his dad and that. I kind of want to.
Oh.
I want to ask, like,
Ask him.
May.
what do you think is the best way to go, Nigel? Like, how do you feel over this whole situation and everything that's happened?
Well, to be honest, I don't want to hurt anyone. Me personally. My dad's done a lot of bad things in his past, but he's also done a lot of good. And I don't. I want to protect this land, and I want to help people. I mean, that's why I became a cleric. And my dad, he's I don't know. He's just he looks out for the best interest in his family. That's all I could say. Like, I don't want to see it, but it's ultimately up to him. I could talk to him all I want. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to. I don't. I don't want to see him in pain anymore.
Completely understandable. It's a
All
tough
right.
spot to be in.
I'm gonna come back with a big old bundle of wood, and then I'm gonna say because we didn't. Oh, the DM isn't there.
I was gonna.
You're
I
good.
know. I wanted to
He,
do something as a cure, but
he, he's back.
All right, so I'm coming back with a big old bundle of wood. Where are we doing this? Because we didn't hear right where you told us to put it.
Yeah, but everyone else right there did.
All right.
It's nighttime now, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it's
was.
it's it's dark now. Yeah, it's nighttime. You see the moon
This is
coming
the
up, and
first
it's
day, right? Or are we in the second day?
this is still that same day.
this is
We're
the
still in
end
the
of.
first day.
Yeah, this is the end of that day.
All right.
So we
Does anyone know why we're doing this burial?
Okay, set it over. Shelley said to do it over by the well. Maybe not too close. Don't get ashes in the well, but over by the well for out of respect.
All right. So I'll go. I'll carry all the wood over, and I guess I'll start putting um altar, bed, whatever you want to call it, together.
I'm gonna find a spot where I can watch what they're doing, but I feel it's time to kind of think about things. So I'll do what Shali said and try to meditate and figure out what I need to do.
Okay. So you walk over to where it looks overlooking the fire and everything, so you could watch and stuff. And you kind of just sit down inside the by the bushes in the tree, and you just start to meditate.
Right.
Akir, as he's getting wood, I'm in the woods and I want to make sure that I'm by myself.
Okay.
Do I know if I like pray to Baylor if I would be able to talk to him?
No, you don't know.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Baylor, if you can hear me, let me know so I can talk to you.
Start doing to the window, to the window, to the wall.
So it's just all quiet all of a sudden, then all of a sudden you hear Akia.
Oh,
Finally.
good. I can hear you.
What is your decision? Well, meet me. Hold on. Sorry, give me 1 second. That's not what I wanted.
Take me in my son's stead
Hold on a sec.
is my decision.
Meet me in Shalik. And then the voice disappears.
Didn't quite answer my question. Baylor,
No answer.
if you can hear me, take my soul with the release of my son.
Just the same thing that repeats. Meet me in Shalik.
Akir's very impatient. He'll go find the drow.
Okay. He's still over by the gate where you left him.
Okay. Meet him in Shalik?
Actually, as I
What's in
reappear,
Shalik?
that platform would come within 20 feet of me and follow me.
Okay, so he's
So it
so
should be right there.
it's just following
Okay.
Jonathan around.
I'll approach,
Okay.
look at Jonathan, and then I'll look at the drow.
Okay.
If I made a wish right now, if this is not my wish, I just want an answer. Could you kill Baylor?
No. No. He's too powerful for me. But I might have something to help. You make your
What is
wish to free me. I will lead you to a weapon that can kill him.
No snap. Decisions.
I'm just gonna look at Akir. Hey, why don't you just wish to have the weapon right here?
Because
We don't have to venture for it.
it don't work that way. It
It
won't
does.
appear, for there is an obstacle to get to it beyond my power. I can solve the obstacle with my freedom.
I'm gonna insight check this drow.
Okay.
I was just about to do that as well, but I'll give him advantage since we're both
Natural 20.
Okay,
so-
you do know that he wants to be free. And he will do whatever it takes to become free. But what he is saying is not a lie at the same time.
So he actually knows of a weapon and he could take us there and everything.
Hmm. He knows of a weapon, yes.
And you're sure this weapon can kill Valor?
It will kill most things beyond the demonic and celestial beings, yes.
I'm gonna look at it here. It's your choice, but I think
I'm gonna.
I think I think it would be. I think he's telling the truth. But it's your wish.
I'm gonna go find Osiris.
You mean Arias?
Orias. Yeah.
You
I'm
know
telling
that.
you, Osiris is easier to remember.
Okay. Um. So you guys. So you walk and you. You actually see Arias come out of the tent. One of the tents with Shali.
He's putting on his robe again. No, I'm just kidding.
Is he
I'm
scratching his
kidding.
balls?
No, not that kind.
Oh.
But
He's readjusting
he does look
his
a
underwear.
little distraught. Like he's got a big decision to make of himself.
I'll approach him.
Okay.
Ah, yes, my bird friend.
Do you or Shali know of any weapon that can kill a high demon or
No,
fiend or whatever?
no, nope.
Arias, they are our friends.
But Shali,
We
can't keep
know
going on these
of
adventures.
legend. We know of these legends of certain weapons that can gain advantage against celestial and high demons. Yes. Ones to outright kill them are unheard of. But doesn't mean they don't exist either.
To acquire these, it usually requires something of high value, like a soul for a soul, or limbs for limbs. These are not things that we should get involved in, Shali.
Well, since she sent you with us, I think you're quite involved.
As he scowls at Ikir.
I'm just scowling right back.
Please, as much as we'd like to be involved, this is as much as we can do. I sent him to observe, make sure your intentions were true. And what we found out is more damning to this world than we anticipated. This coin you gave me from the king, we will accept it and go help him. But anything past that, we can give you horses to ride. Other than that, you must travel with just the blessing we can give.
Do you have any idea where we could get a weapon? Do you know any idea where we can get a weapon that would give us advantage? Any stories or anything?
Like I said, the stories that we have heard are of legend. Where we could find them, we don't seek weapons like that as we are just of peace or peaceful people. If you want to look for weapons, you must ask. There are few that might know of these kind. The king of Alexandria might know. The king of the elves also might know. Or you may find a library down south in the Cursed Castle. I have heard that there is knowledge there that not a lot of people have that know of it there. You might be able to find something there. But if you go and venture to the Cursed Castle, I do warn you, there is evil afoot there, and it is not an easy task to achieve the knowledge that it lies within.
Well, hate to burst your bubble. There's evil foot everywhere right now.
Wow.
So, I appreciate the info. We'll get out of your hell in the morning.
You hail?
Thank you.
And she
And
just
then
kind of nods her head to you.
I'll just turn around and walk back towards the pyre, ready for the funeral.
Okay.
So, is it ready? Was the pyre built?
Yeah, you notice that
And
Grizz.
this time I have it all put together.
Yeah, he stacked it pretty nicely. Pretty good. He stacked it pretty good.
Okay. Nigel will pick up the body. Go lay it down. Nakir will sit there and leave his hand on her chest, on her hands, when her hands are just tied up together. I'm sorry I brought this hell on you. I'll make it right. And then I'll just tap her, and then I'll step down from the pyre, grab a torch, and light it.
Okay. As you light it, the flames erupt from the sides and everything all around her, and you notice that all the monks and people around kind of stand and watch. And they all kind of put their hands together and put their heads down and just think about and pray for all the ones that were lost, all loved ones, friends, family, all them. And hope for the best of the country. That evil will be stopped.
I'll make sure I'm standing next to Pericles, and I'll ask
Mhm.
him as I'm just staring at the fire. Hey, Pericles, it's the first time I've said your name out loud. Have you ever
Yes,
been to Shalek?
I have.
Would you be able to get me there? Or
I'm
teleport?
gonna look at him. I could. Yes. Why?
That's what Baylor is.
Right. Well, how do you know?
I spoke with him.
Huh. Hey, well, that doesn't sound scary at all. Um, I mean, I'd have to take a bit of a rest. That kind of magic, it drains me. But I could. I mean, I could. I've been there before. I'm familiar with it. Could get us there in the morning.
I think that's where we should go tomorrow.
All right. Well, how f- how far is Shalek from where we are?
If you look at the map, you can see it. South. It's right below Lake
It's
City.
about the same distance from Alexandria to Lake City it was when you guys first started.
A couple days.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if we're gonna be facing Valor, it might be better to take the long way.
Who said anything about facing him?
Oh, what are you planning on doing?
A small decision.
Deception.
Roll an insight check on Akir.
Okay. And Akir, if you want to deceive him, you better roll a deception.
I didn't say much to deceive him. I just said it was my decision.
24. I want to see his intentions.
Okay, he rolled a 24.
He intends on visiting with Baylor. That's what his
But is
intentions
it
are.
like a malintent, like there's malice behind it, or
You get a sense that he will literally do anything to save his son.
right? Akir, there's other ways to go about this. I don't know what you're planning, but you have this entire group that we have. We're all behind you. We'll follow you to the end. We'll do whatever we can to help you, but
Can I
there's
ask you
better
something?
ways to go about it. Yeah, go ahead.
'Cause I've already made up my mind. Will you take care of Nigel for me?
Akir.
Just answer my
If something were to happen to you, of course I will.
Okay.
But we need you.
And I'll just stare at the fire.
Whatever you're planning, just remember, he still needs you too.
Is there not to interrupt their conversation, but is there any kind of stores or anything? Like merchant shops?
Grizz doesn't want to watch the funeral.
No,
He wants to go
not
shop.
at the
Mhm.
monastery. No.
He's like, well, I built the fire.
And
Let's go get some food.
I'm not being quiet about this. I'm assuming the whole group's together and everybody can hear this. I just made sure I was standing next to Jonathan. So anybody could chime in this conversation. But
Torben is not. He is kind of off on his own, meditating.
And then I'll add right at the
Yeah.
end. Keep in mind, Akir, if we go to Charlotte tomorrow, I can't just send you by yourself. If you go, we all go. I can't send you without me. I have to go with you. I can only do it once a day.
No.
So if we go, all of us are gonna go.
all right.
And if Baylor is truly there,
And then
we might not we might not make it back. I might not be around to take care of him. Because Baylor's not gonna let us just walk away.
I'm gonna say I think we should I'm willing to help you with whatever it takes. But I think we should find out some more information on Baylor before we walk in blinded.
I agree.
I agree. I mean, I think we should take our time because we're not just walking into
An easy fight.
an easy fight. This isn't going to be
Well, I'll tell
gelatinous
you
cube
right
battle
now.
here.
Right now, I can tell you, if we go to fight him, he's gonna destroy my son.
So
I
what's
don't
your
plan
plan?
on. I don't plan on fighting him.
And if we go for whatever you're planning, he's gonna destroy us.
So what you're saying is you're going to
I might
his,
just have
Are
to
his
do
you
it
side.
myself.
are you gonna accept his offer? Is that what you're planning?
I didn't say that. I'm just gonna go have a chat with him.
You don't just walk in and have a chat with that man.
Either
I
way,
agree.
he's gonna make you make a decision or he's gonna kill us.
Mm-hmm.
If we go tomorrow and you say something he doesn't like, he's gonna destroy the body and us.
Let me ask you this: do you have one wish with your genie?
I do.
Maybe. I mean, it's your wish. It's your decision. But maybe we're thinking wrongly on this. Maybe you could use your wish to free your son from Baylor without becoming in contact with him.
Mm.
Was there any way at all possible
Then
you could work something out with him that if you were to grant his freedom because he wants it so badly, because he keeps bringing it up, that he can get your son, he can get, after being free, he can get your son to you. And he said he had knowledge. I know there's no guarantee there, but that could also be something to think about. Than to walking
What
in
we're sa-
blindfolded to Baylor.
what we're all saying, okay, is there's options.
I
It's not
understand
just one. It's not just one thing or the other.
exactly.
It's
I
not a
understand
yes
you
or no.
exactly. I understand you want your son back. I want my father back also. But I think if you sleep on it and think on it, you might have different outcomes.
We can't just go in blind without knowing what's gonna happen.
you'll just nod to everybody.
I think we should take the night to think things over.
I would find out exactly what that so-called genie is capable of and is willing to do for you.
I'm gonna at this moment I'll just open the chest for the drow to go back in.
Gonna stare in shockness.
DM.
Okay, hold on. I heard you. So you put him back in the chest, but you don't lock it, correct?
I don't lock it.
Okay, so he just nods, yes, master, and he goes into the chest, and it closes. But it doesn't lock on its own. It doesn't do any of that. He just goes in it.
Great. Now just
And
don't let
then
it tip over.
as the fire's going, I'll just go and find my quarters.
And the rest of the group that's standing there, I'm gonna ask, did we even think about looking into that thing to see what he can do and what he can't do? There's gotta be a way around just the one wish.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's why I brought it up in the group, just because it is a Kier's wish. It is his decision. But I just think if we think on this, there might be possibly more the genie could do for us than just one wish. Could be wrong. But going in blindfolded with not knowing much of Baylor, I think it's just a suicide mission for all of
We,
us.
yeah, we gotta find somebody that knows more on Baylor.
Maybe we could talk with oh, I can never remember their names.
Shelly and Arias.
Yeah, Shidley and Arias, and maybe we can also get some more information out of them.
Be a good
Reyes
idea.
did seem to know who Baylor is. It might be a
Well, he seemed awful concerned when he heard the name, so he has to know.
right.
He has to know something.
Right. That's a good idea.
Be a good place to start. And where did Torben go? Why are we always losing that little man?
No, you see me.
I don't know.
He's over next.
He's over there.
He's over there
Looks like he's
meditating.
meditating.
He said he needed some time to reflect.
DM.
Yeah.
Can I ask everybody to mute or deafen?
Yeah. If everyone wants to, definitely real quick.
Deafen.
Let me figure out.
That's mute, Grizz, not deafen.
How do I deafen?
It's
Just,
the headphones.
Oh, there it is.
yep, just deafen so we can't hear.
And then I'll wave when everybody's when to undo it.
Yeah.
I'm
Brendan, you can
looking
stay on.
for
Yeah,
how
Brendan,
to
you can stay.
deafen,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Yeah, it won't let me deafen. I tried to click it off. I mean, I'll just unplug my
Grizz.
That's it. I'm serious.
You're being sneaky.
Hey,
you
look,
spend
look.
all the time in Tarkov. Come on.
You know what?
Wait, do you? Do you in Tarkov?
No.
Oh.
So I go here and
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie,
so-
I don't know how to deafen either.
So you're on the microphone there, Grizz.
Yeah,
You hit the
yeah.
little arrow, right?
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta push to talk. Oh no! So go back to where you were. Hit escape. Bottom left where it says Grizz, you see the microphone and then the headphones. Click the headphones
Oh, the headphones.
on the left, not in the center. So go left, 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 where the settings are. You see the little headphones right next to the settings bar.
No.
Click that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Is everyone deafened?
So you seen my stealth check, right?
What am I doing?
You seen my stealth check?
No. Hold
It's a 32.
on. Okay.
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 So I'm going to find Orias,
Arias, yeah.
and I'm going to approach him.
Okay.
I've got a
Arias,
question.
you see Akira.
Oh wait, is he stealthed? Is he stealthed?
Oh, I'm stealthing away from the group. Like I went the corner and I stealthed away towards you. So
So you
you'd be
now
able to
come
see
out
me.
of stealth. Okay.
Yep.
Hello, my birded friend.
Can I borrow a horse? Or can
Borrow.
I buy a horse? Whatever.
I mean, borrow, of course, is definitely within the terms. You, as long as you bring it back, I don't see why not. So you need 6, 7. How many is in your party?
Just one.
I don't understand. What about your automaton friend over there?
He will be staying to help out with you guys and the group.
I see. It looks to see as if you are to deceive your friends. I will oblige you this one time. But if they were to ask, I will not stop them from following.
I'm
You
not
understand
asking you.
this?
Yes. I'm not asking you to do that, but could you give this to Nigel and I'll hand him a scroll with my has my seal on it.
I understand, I think.
And then can you give this to Pericles? And I'll hand him the chest that has the drow in it.
Is this a big ass chest?
No, it's
No, it's a
actually
little
about
chest.
the hand
It
size
shrunk.
as of right now.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Don't lock
Yes, I
it.
can.
But could you
I-
give that to Pericles?
I will not. And I will.
Thank
Sorry, I thought you said when he's like, wait, give it to me. You're like, I will not.
And then
Fuck,
I'll also hand him one of the mirrors. And give this to Pericles as well.
Of course. These things have symbolization of some kind, I'm sure. And the horse is the barn, the stables is that direction. And he points towards the direction of the stables.
Thank you. And could you give it to them in the morning? Not right now.
Yes, I can.
Thank you. And then I'll hand him another 500 gold. And give this to the group as well.
Yes, I must say this is very strange behavior, but I will not question it. I do not have any allegiance with you. Good luck on your adventure.
And then I'll just nod to him and I'll head towards the stables.
Okay.
Sneakily.
Okay. Is everyone good? Are you good then?
So let me roll another stealth check. I have advantage on stealth checks. Ooh, I'm glad. Alright, 27.
Okay, you're good.
Alright. We're good.
Okay. Go ahead and undeafen.
I'm
Baby,
back.
come back. Back to the DM session.
All right,
Baby,
what's
come
going on?
back.
I see you fucking rolling here.
Don't worry about it. Oh, Darian, come back. Come back.
I'm back.
Jacob, Bradley.
Everybody have a second
Hey,
character ready.
Hey, you didn't frantically wave enough. You're supposed to have your arms up in the air going,
I have a second, third, and fourth character ready.
It's making me a little nervous. Hey, they talk, and then all of a sudden, freaking.
Okay, so as
He's
you guys
rolling.
are all here,
there
you
you go.
guys
That's
notice.
the idea, fun.
So like, about a half hour to an hour has passed. Everyone's kind of settled down, and you guys notice Arias approaching you guys.
So we're all still sitting around the fire, or
Well, you guys are all just kind of there, just kind of
okay?
I'm just sitting
resting.
on the ground resting.
And you guys notice Arias approach you.
Master
Yes.
Rice.
As Arias
Come back.
approaches, he sits down next to you and takes a load off, so to speak, and unties his giant man bun, and his hair hits the ground as he flips his hair back and forth and says, "Ah, that was a good
Fabio.
adventure."
Alright, that wasn't much of an okay. I did want to ask you a question, Master.
Yes, anything.
What do you know of this Valor?
Well, I fought him when I was younger, and I lost. I'll say that much.
And you lived to tell the tale.
I'll tell you what. He's the only thing I'm afraid of.
I didn't think anybody survived fighting that man.
It was because of Shilly. I didn't tell you that. It was because of Shilly the safe.
Sorry, guys, I've had my freaking kid. What happened?
Everyone died.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Making you
Well,
feel-
then.
Yeah, we just
Next
meteor
character.
hit. We just,
All right.
you know, he just came in and chopped all of our heads off behind us.
I had to run away for 2 minutes, like a minute or two, and I died. Okay.
You missed the best part of the whole thing, man. And you.
I'm just, I
Someone-
know.
someone-
That is awesome.
Someone summoned Valor, and now we're all dead.
Sorry.
Game over.
My little one fell and freaking smashed his head, and
Oh no, is he okay?
Oh no.
I've been through that.
anyways.
Yeah.
So jumping
So
back
I,
to it.
I heard. Last I heard was he took his hair down.
Okay, so they're asking about Baylor.
I just
The
yeah, I
only-
just asked
the
him
only
about Valor.
reason, and I didn't say that before, and you could roleplay it, but the only reason you're alive, Arias, is because Shilly saved you.
The only reason I'm alive is because
Mm.
Shali saved me. Saved me, not shaved me.
Shaved me.
He shaved you
I
like
do that
Saving Private
myself.
Ryan.
I do that myself.
Must have been a while ago. Looks like your hair's grown back since then.
The nether regions, I speak of.
Oh,
Manscaping down there.
right. Anyways, moving on. Right. Do you know exactly? Does he come from the Nine Hells? Is that where he ventures from?
Can I, as Nigel, can I do a history check maybe or something on Baylor? Like,
Yeah,
do I know anything?
you guys all can do like to see how much you know of him. I think
Natural
Jonathan,
one.
you did one before when we was doing the ritual, right?
I think I rolled like it wasn't much different than what I just rolled. It was like an 18 or
The
19.
Cure was the one that did the one at the ritual, and he knew who Baylor was.
Oh yeah. It wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't there. Remember, I wasn't there for that session.
It's a history check to see if you guys know Baylor.
So 18.
Okay, Nigel don't know shit.
Trying to decide whether I
Grizz
Whether I
has just
care
heard
enough
the
to
name
know.
before, but that's from the ritual. Leatrix, Torben definitely knows. Pericles and Leatrix know who he is, and you know that he is. When you heard of him for the first time, he was a demon from the Nine Hells. He was a very high demon, and he was actually fighting to possibly become king of all hell. He was trying to become
Wait.
king. That's all you
Wait,
know.
Ooh,
Hey, look.
you got to go through Tiamat for that.
Yeah, that's kind of a rough call.
Yeah, Tiamat's kind of.
Actually, it would
The-
be
Tiamat's the ruler of the 9th level of hell. I don't think Tiamat rules over the entirety
Well,
of hell.
he was fighting to become. Like he was just
Right,
trying.
right. So, do I know what layer of hell he came from
No,
originally?
no one does.
Okay.
But do I got plans?
You know exactly what kind of demon he is,
Oh,
alright?
because he just kind of came out of nowhere and
I'm asking,
started.
alright.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you know, Orias, do you know what kind of demon he is? Like exactly what species of demon he is?
He isn't king yet, but he is fighting to become king.
Right. But I mean, because there's different types of them, there's chain devils, there's bone devils, there's
He's not a devil.
rakshasas. You know what kind of demon he is, like his race, his species, aside from being a demon.
Getting that figured out, I'd answer it.
He's a fiend demon.
He is a fiend demon.
Right. I don't know exactly. Is he like?
Do you guys want to see what he looks like so you can get an idea?
Yeah, that
Because
would
you
be
guys all
helpful.
seen what he looks like. You don't want to see him?
I want to see him.
We all seen him?
Yeah, you guys seen the hologram of him.
A hologram of
Oh,
him.
that's right. Yeah.
So you guys want to
So
see it?
yeah, see
Yeah,
what
That's
he
why I
looks
wanted
like.
the picture of the face. Well, a face.
Up a little higher. Okay. That doesn't look fun to fight.
There's a close up of his
Oh,
face.
so can I roll?
why does he look like a character from Mario?
It's Bowser's brother. Just kidding.
Bowser's brother with wings.
Do I know what that is?
A fiend demon. Huge fiend demon. Just like he said.
Right, and
Show it again. The
So
one that
I
you showed.
just closed the book.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nigel will speak up. Well, by the looks of him, he
I think
looks
I think I
very
know which
strong.
it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know
100%.
much about him, but I think we need
right,
to stay far away from him.
Except for the one that we saw was kind of bluish and like see through, and it said, "Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope."
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Just nobody kissing their sisters.
That's the best part. No,
Just a galaxy far, far away. It's normal out there.
exactly. You don't know whether genetics work the same in that
Alright, so
system
here
or
you go. Torben.
not. Sexy.
Yeah, it's still messed up.
I'll take a gelatinous cube for 1,000.
the 50 foot or 50 foot by 50 foot cubed gelatinous cube that falls into a hole that your party's standing in the middle of on top of you. the
You just imagine someone doing that, like having a gelatinous cube just fall on a whole party.
there are traps
and
right that way. No idea you're fighting.
and you're dead.
I had a cell door fall on one of my characters one time and chop his head off, kill him.
Ow.
That sucks.
Did you have an extra character made up?
Oh no, I was the DM. I'm the one that
Oh,
caused it.
there you go.
I was at a party where I was playing another monk, and I walked into a hallway with one of my companions, and I touched a wall that had a fungus on the wall, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of neat." And he walks up and touches it, and it kills him instantly, but it didn't kill me because I was immune to it.
Poor bastard.
That's funny.
Okay, back to the story.
Sorry,
So now you guys
yeah.
remember, you know what he looks like, so you have a visual.
Mhm.
You guys don't know where he came from. You know he's trying to overthrow the kings of hell to become king of all hell. But he's pretty much
Right.
he's very um, dangerous.
And do we know? Obviously, he's working with the Dark Lord, or no? Is he doing his
He
own
was
thing?
summoned by one of the people that were fighting for the Dark Lord. He was summoned to there, so that's what you guys assume that he is. Yes.
Okay.
Right, so it's the Dark Lord's pet.
I'm a little
Is
worried
there
about
any
this.
Arias, you said you fought him. Is there any insight on encountering him that you can give us aside from runaway?
I can tell you it was by accident. That's for sure.
And
You-
do you know? Because obviously it was just Jonathan and Akir. Do you know of anything that can hurt him or kill him?
Akira's not with you guys. You know that, right?
Nothing
I know.
Yeah.
nothing specific other than tools, items, and trinkets that require loss of soul or trade of
Do you know
flesh.
if did he seem immune to? You're a fire genasi, yes? Did he
Yes.
seem immune to any fire type attacks? Any
Well,
kind of insight would
he's
be
in hell. He
useful.
should be immune to fire.
There
Right.
specific types of abilities that I was pressed to use. Yes, and I did inflict damage upon him. It just was too much for the both of us.
Right.
So
Well, I'm
these trinkets,
satisfied.
these trinkets,
I think
tools.
we're definitely not teleporting to Shalak in the morning. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So these tools, and is there any way for us to re-imprison him that you know of? Send him back to where he came from.
There's an abundance of curses, places that you can entrap and ensnare. But I'm not sure that you can fool the one who plays pranks. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
It does.
I'm just trying to think of a way to.
I mean,
Send
my
him-
dad, he did pretty good about pranks and stuff, so I know what you mean. As Nigel says in his real voice. First time Orias has heard it.
Is that an autonom? Is that an automaton with a person inside it?
Hey, that's kind of what we were doing at the sorcerer's mansion.
Ah, yes, I understand now. Some kind of ritual to bring its soul back to it, or take its soul and place it in some kind of fleshy meat sack.
Right, to put him back in
Wait.
his body.
Wait, you said an any? Does it have to be his actual body?
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
I would like my own body back, but I think we can, as long as there's not another soul in it and it's intact, I think I'd be able to go in anybody. The way this this magic works.
Okay,
It's
so
I'm
I'm
not.
just trying to recap here. So there's weapons, there's tools, there's trinkets, but it costs limb or curse. There's places to trap him, but he's probably not smart enough. I think we should probably stay away from him until we can get a game plan on what we're actually going to do.
I think we needed a better plan of engagement before jumping into it. And just
And not to mention, we also still have a mission of trying to recruit people for the king. We can't forget about our main mission, but we also need to help Akir as much as possible.
right. Well, be a little
just-
bit blunt. I mean, that's the mission you guys were sent on. That's not my mission per
So
se.
teleporting would be faster, wouldn't it? We'd get to one place and then we can go to the next one the next day.
It would. I've been most places around Alexandria. We could do that and prevent a lot of travel. But if we run into anything big, that's about the most powerful spell I have.
I just
If we
think
run
that
into
we should.
anything big, I wouldn't be able to use another magic of that level until the next day. I can only at this point I can only do that level of magic once.
I just think we should talk with Akir. Everyone get on the same page. We should continue on with our main mission while also doing everything that we can to recover his son's body, so that we can move forward with that. But I think if we just chase after one thing, the other thing we're doing is getting neglected.
I completely
no, I agree.
understand, especially how Akia feels. There was once a situation from my past. Balor killed my brother and took his soul. I know what he's going through.
Yeah. Well, I do too. I'm been looking for my father for several years and finally found him and then had to leave him again. Not knowing what's happening, not knowing the reasoning, why. I just had to trust him with the fact of I had to move on.
Right. I don't have anything like that going on. Not gonna lie.
Unfortunately, I don't either. I'm just moving on with my life and helping you guys out.
Hey, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'm still, gathering information, doing my job, but
Yeah, I want to get.
I haven't received any specific orders for some time. After you guys killed those bandits, it kind of ruined the mission I was on. So now I'm just, gathering information, figuring out what I can, so I can report back when I get back to the king.
What time of day is it?
It's
night.
Is
It's
it morning?
nighttime.
It's probably about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night.
We haven't rested yet. We haven't
No.
slept. All right.
Well, you're meditating, so technically you're kind of resting, Torben.
Well,
You've at least gotten a short rest.
And another thing that I think that we should do is we should stay as a united group. We'll be stronger together than if we all go our separate ways and do our own personal agendas.
No, I agree.
We should just chip away at them a little, each one of them at a time, until we can fulfill all of our things we need to do.
I agree. Just gotta somehow we need to get Akira on the same page. It's gonna be difficult with what he's going through, but we need to talk to him and get him on the same page as us.
Would you
Maybe
like to go get my dad?
Maybe I should talk to him, since I'm kind of going through the similar thing with my father.
Right.
I
That's
might be able to relate with him. So I guess I'm gonna get
a good
up
idea.
and I'm gonna go and try to find Akir. Where'd you go to your quarters?
So I'm gonna Nigel.
Yeah.
I think it might be beneficial if you go with him. Your father seems more level-headed when you're involved with the conversations.
I think it's a good idea.
All
You
right.
want to go? You want to come with me, Nigel?
Yeah.
All right. So me and Nigel are gonna get up and go to where Akira is.
I'm gonna stay by the fire.
The fires are pretty much put out by now.
Okay. So
I'm
where are
just
we
gonna
at?
sit there and converse with Arias.
What's that? You're just gonna sit with Orias?
I'm gonna sit and converse with Arias. Just talk with him. Not about anything real important, just talking.
Cool, because I need to GG and hop off here because my kids are losing it.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't gonna ask anything real important. I just
Okay.
BSing to pass
Yeah.
time.
Okay,
For
yeah,
sure.
no worries,
Yeah,
man.
he'll
Thanks
he'll
for coming.
tell you about his college days. I think he would just talk and talk.
I'll see you later tonight, Brendan.
Yeah, GG's.
Later, Brandon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Have a
Later.
good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right. So we're at we at Akira's where he's
Yeah,
at.
Nigel and Grizz went towards Kira where he said he was gonna go.
You guys don't see him.
So we approach the tent. We go in and nothing.
And he's not in the tent.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Does it look like he's been
His stuff's gone.
His stuff's
Oh.
gone. Can I see like where he possibly has went? Would that be an investigation or would that
You could roll
insight
You
or
could roll an investigation.
Nigel's gonna give him advantage on it because he's gonna be looking too.
Go ahead and roll
15?
again. Roll again.
Roll
Roll again.
and then take the highest number out of the two.
15 was the highest.
Okay.
It looks like no one's been in there whatsoever. So there's no signs.
No
of-
tracks, no
no
nothing.
tracks,
I
nothing.
can't
That's
see anything
weird.
where nothing.
That's weird. I don't know where my dad is. He said he was coming here.
All right. I will guess we'll go back and inform the group that he's missing.
So we
So-
approach the group. Guys, have you seen my dad?
He's supposed to be in his tent, no?
No, he's
Yeah,
not
he-
in
Wait.
there. It
He's
looks
He's not
like
there, and all of his stuff's gone.
What?
I'm gonna go to the front gate,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna ask one of the monks at the gate if I'm just gonna approach one of the monks at the front gate.
Okay. You notice that
Right.
they're still. They're kind of sitting down. They look like they've been working on the gate. The gate's been worked on quite a bit. They look pretty exhausted, but they're still kind of
Hey,
working to get the gates shut.
Excuse me, sir.
What? Yeah.
Alright, have you seen a Dust Corvum walk through here recently? Going out specifically.
And you see him look
A
over at
little
the others, and they're kind of like
crow
shaking their
man.
head. No, no, sir. I haven't seen anyone around here. We just
I'm
been
gonna
pretty busy. I mean, a lot of people been coming in and out. We could have missed him. I'm sorry. Can't be much of a help.
hey, I'm gonna look at Nigel. Not to mean any offense, but you're you can't fly, right? Like just inherently just to fly.
no.
Right. Then he
Then
got a bad feeling about this.
is he still in the I guess Aries, is there any way you can have the camp searched for him?
Arias.
Rias?
All right.
I'm never gonna
Aries.
remember that name.
It's spelled like Aries, but it's Arias.
It's spelled like Aries, yes.
Every time I look
So,
at it,
yeah,
that's
I'm
what
gonna-
Well, yes. We can. Actually, there is something I should tell you. He
you know
says
something.
he has come to me, and he he's given me these. And he pulls out the mirror, the genie box, and what else did you give him?
Bag of gold
The bag of gold.
and a letter to Nigel.
And a letter to Nigel. So he hands the letter to Nigel. He hands the box to Pericles. And
Along
then,
with the mirror.
and what?
The mirror goes to Pericles as well.
And he gives the mirror to Pericles, and then
Is it just a single mirror?
And I forgot to mention DM that there was a little letter that I gave for Jonathan or Pericles to read.
okay. So and then he gives the letter to um, Pericles, and then the gold was for
The group.
the group. Okay, and he said this is all what he left, and he said this gold was to be split between you all, and I am so sorry. I should have come.
I'm gonna read the letter.
Hold on. So you came over here, sat down, reminisced with us, talked with us, and then kept us from us?
He asked me to keep it quiet.
So the bastard
And
just kept us in the dark.
He promised. I promised, and if I'd known the situation more dear and what was going on, I would have been more inclined to stop him or tell you sooner.
And you didn't think to ask
Am I
questions?
still?
I'm gonna. Parakeets, is there just one mirror or two? Or
Parakeets.
whatever. Jonathan.
It's just one mirror. So, Pericles, the mirror that he hands you is you recognize it as one of the mirrors that he tried to call the sorceress on Shadana,
All right.
and you notice he only gave you one.
I'm gonna read the letter.
Am I there, by the way? I mean, are they close enough to me, or am I?
Are you done meditating?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, then yeah, you're there.
I'm gonna read the letter. Logan, if you want to text it to me, that's fine.
I could just read it out loud if you want.
That's fine.
So the letter says, "My newest friend." I'm gonna do it in his voice. "My newest friend, Pericles. I'm sure I butchered your name, spelling it. I don't know how it spells, but I'm sorry in advance. This mirror, I want you to hold dear. You will find the other half in Shellick, and I'll give it to you so you can see what's happening. If you need to, you can only use it once a day, every long rest. But
He's already used it today, huh?
yeah, but I'm giving you the drow, the genie. I'll give you the chest. That's why I put him back in there. So then you would be the master. The reason I gave it to you, because I know your intelligence, that you'll do the right thing. That you won't wish me back. That you will find a way to defeat Balor. By either freeing him, I couldn't do it myself, or finding another way. And I'll ask you, dearest to me, take care of Nigel. Make sure my work trying to find a cure for his body happens. I entrust this to you." And within this letter, so behind the letter, you notice that there's a deed behind it. Behind this letter is the deed to my ship, the Skybreaker. When you are able to get his body back, Nigel's, I want you to give it to him, and he will be the captain of the Skybreaker, my ship. Please take care of him. Take care of yourself in the group. And I'm not much of a religious man, but I think this is the best way to say this. May God bless us all. and that's where. And then it just says Akir Ruick at the end.
Okay. I'm gonna fold up the deed, put it in my pocket, and fold up the letter as well, put it in my pocket.
It's beautiful.
Right. Well, and then I'm gonna tell the group. Right. Well, it seems that he's decided to go about the business that we wouldn't agree to.
So he just took off to
Yeah.
handle it himself.
Seems that way.
So I could respect his decision or his own personal choices. He's a dumbass.
What are we gonna do? We got to do something.
Do you think we should go after him, or do you think we should? What do you think we should do?
We can't let him do this on his own. He'll die.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna set the chest on the ground and open it.
Okay, so it opens and the drow comes out.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
The guy's name I can never remember. Did he leave on horseback or did he leave on foot?
Oh, Arias.
Right.
I gave him a horse. He asked for a horse, and I gave him one.
So you had to give him a horse too. Damn you. I was gonna say if he wasn't on a horse, we could catch up to him on horseback.
I could catch up to him.
I could catch up to him too. I just got to cast a spell, but I don't think that is the best option.
Well, I think we should ask Nigel. It's his dad.
So yeah, Nigel's been super quiet through this. He was reading
I-
the letter that he
I
had,
I
and
think
he
this,
actually
I agree.
dropped down to his, I guess his knees. But he's like, you could feel that, or you could see that he's like, if he could cry, he would be crying.
I'll go over to Nigel and put my hand on him, and I'll say, I know what you're going through, in a sense. Ultimately, the decision's up to you. I'm willing to do what you think is best.
I'm gonna kind of drop down to Nigel's level, down to my knees. If you want to get him back, I'll help you. But it's
I
up
don't
to
think,
you.
I don't think he needs to do this by himself. I think we need to go.
I agree.
Agree.
And I'll look at Pericles and say, how fast can you get us to him?
So it's been like a couple hours, right, since he
And
left.
then the town was what? 2 days away? Where he's
The
going
town is
to?
2 days away. If we go in the morning, I can teleport us straight to the town. We should get there before him, even on horseback.
Well, I think we shouldn't go straight to the town. Else,
Right. Well,
you
I'm
know,
familiar with the outskirts of the town too. I could teleport us on the
Okay.
outside of the town.
Yeah, that's a good
But we
idea.
should be able to get there before him, even if we go in the morning. I need to rest before we do so. I don't have the ability to do so yet. But I have an idea.
What's your
He
idea?
left the genie to me. I'm gonna free him.
Oh, with what circumstances?
He's gonna help us find something to defeat Valor. And he's gonna stay with us. This will be his pact if I free him. And I look at the drow. If I free you, you will stay with us until I determine your deed is done. You will lead us somewhere that we can get a weapon to defeat Valor. You will go with us to retrieve our friend. And when all is said and done, I won't ask you to fight Valor with us. But once we receive what you have promised, my friend, and your deed will be done, and your service to me will be through, and you will truly be free. What say you?
I say, roll a persuasion.
I'd say he'd get a roll of persuasion with advantage, just because that's what the drow wants the most, right?
Yeah.
Good, because that was not very good. My persuasion's not the best. Nat 20.
Let's go.
Natural 20.
Okay. He just looks at you and says, I will do my best to fulfill your request. Free me,
I'm gonna look at.
and I am yours.
Sorry. I'm gonna look at the group. What say you all?
Can I see? Can I insight him and make sure if I feel like he's telling the truth at Genie?
Sure.
That's a good point. I'm gonna do the same thing. 24 for me.
20. I got an
Uh,
11. Jesus.
So,
Nigel's distraught right now.
Grizz, you just think that he's pretty. I mean, he's desperate. But Pericles, you notice like he almost seems happy.
Does he seem like intent that he
No,
would?
he'll do whatever it takes to be free.
Like
But
he's genuine.
once he's free, does he seem like he's telling the truth that he would stick with us until?
Well, yeah, he seems to be sincere with what his words seem sincere.
Like he's
Okay, so
honorable.
I'm gonna look at the group. What do you all think?
Nigel's just in distraught right now. Like he's not paying attention.
I think we should. My vote's yeah.
Akra will just nod her head.
Without a weapon, we don't stand a chance.
Right, and he's ancient. He's gonna have knowledge that will
I
be
if I
very
could
useful.
before you agree to this, I asked that and I'm saying this out loud, if he could also keep his promise to a cure on his wisdom, helping find a cure for his son.
I can only do one request for my master. My master is, and he points at Jonathan.
Well, okay, so what I'm thinking is, Jonathan, if we use this, yeah, we'll get a cure back, but then a cure is going to be pissed off because we didn't save his son. He'll be in the same boat he has been for the last 15 years.
Drow, I'm gonna stand up now and meet eye level with the Drow. Will impart knowledge upon us that we will need. Right?
I will tell you what I know.
You'll tell us all that you know about being able to put a soul back into a body.
I
Sure.
can't say much more till I'm free.
I just need a yes
Everything
or a
that
no.
you need to defeat Baylor, I can help with. But there's one request that I can only do. Cure
Even if you're free.
or the yes.
Oh, I don't know. Leave it up to you.
I can send you to an area that I think could help you after. But that is it. I would not be there until help with the cure if you want the weapon. Or I can take you to the cure and get the cure, but then send you without me to the weapon. That is your decision.
All right, so I'm talking amongst everyone in the group here. So we have two options. He can give us the cure that he thinks is gonna work, but then we have Baylor and the Dark Lord to fight. Or he sends us to the area, but with no help, but gives us a weapon to kill Baylor. I don't know. It's a tough decision. What's everyone thinking?
Nigel, stand up. It's my body. I think we need to go get the weapon.
I will agree with that.
I'll agree with that. That's his wishes.
I'll nod to Nigel. If that is your choice.
All I wanted is to get my body back. But I think this is more important.
There
What
you
if
have it,
it's the
Paradise.
Torben's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Torben? Or is your mic broken again?
Oh, my mic's not broken. Sorry.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, last time we ignored you.
He's just been kind of watching you guys, taking everything in. He was shocked to hear that he took the deal with the Baylor. All right. So Torben's standing there and he goes, I think it's time I talked to you guys a little bit about something. I've been kind of torn about a decision that was given to me a day ago, and I think that it's time to bring that decision to light. I was knocked unconscious just outside of my brother's camp and taken to a hiding in the woods. While I was there, I was approached by one of my good friends that I had back in the First War, and he made a proposition for me, saying that because the good side at the time had lied to us and said things would be better, he decided that he would join the other side because they would give us our own land and our own freedoms. But if we didn't, if I didn't join him, then there would be trouble. And I think that the best decision would be to not join him, even though there will be trouble. Because after meeting the Dark Lord, I believe that the correct decision is to be with you all. That that nothing will come of it that would help anyone if I was to follow my old friend, even though it's a hard decision not to. And I think that helping my new friends here, you all, would be the best choice for me and for everybody. And so I agree we should help Nigel and his father with their task. But be forewarned, we may be attacked because I've been told that they'll come for me if I don't accept.
Right. Well, I'll say this.
Can be honest with you. I got your back.
I got your back
Well-
as well.
We'll say this much. It's been a long time since the last war. That was the last time that I had any sort of companion with anyone, really. My whole life, my whole career, is based on deception and infiltration and illusion. Though I have access to other powerful magic, combat magic, it's mostly illusionary. This is the first group I've been a part of in a long time. And you can stop calling me Jonathan now, that's not my name. My name's Pericles. I generally change my names depending on where I'm at, who I'm with, and if anyone might have already heard one of my fake names before. But I'm sure you all have figured out that Jonathan wasn't my real name by now, but my name is Pericles. Um,
What? I didn't know
and,
that.
and that being said, Torben, by me telling you my name, for me that's a big deal. It may not seem like much to you guys, but to me that's a big deal. It's something huge. And that should show you where my loyalties lie.
I appreciate that. And through thick and thin, we will try our best to help you in your goals. Or at least I will. I I've been hiding for too long behind fine women and fine wine. I think it's time to stand up and start fighting the good fight again.
Well, any trouble that comes our way, we may have. I'm gonna look at Leatrix. I may have twig arms, but
I
my
just gotta
power,
give you shit.
my magic is very powerful, and you have every ounce of it.
You know I give you shit, right?
I know. I'll give her a wink.
So out of character, should we say, you have my staff?
You have my staff,
Have my
and my bow,
All right, it
and
sounds
my
like
axe.
everyone's agreed upon it.
I think we need to hurry
me
'cause
and weapon and get his dad.
my dad is getting farther away from us. I think we need to hurry and rest and get a move on.
I
Guys,
agree.
I agree. I'm gonna look at the drow. DM.
I think we should journey on, guys.
I'm gonna look at the drow, and I'm gonna say, under the condition that you keep your agreements and your pacts with me, I wish to set you free.
Okay. So he says, "Thank you." He puts his head down. All of a sudden, you guys see the chest start to
No.
crack, and it's like a red crack, kind of here, and it just starts spreading all over, webbing, and all of a sudden it just melts and then goes into dust. And you notice as it does this, the drow, his skin turns kind of um, a little bit darker than the blue colored skin that he had, and he grows like another foot tall, and his arms that were tiny, he didn't seem like the weak old man anymore. He was about 6'8", what roughly looking, and his muscles in his arms grew, and he looked a lot like a Goliath now.
Okay.
He seems very he's huge. This is a big guy. He a beard ends up growing and it hits him to about the bottom of his chest. His hair grows to about the middle of his back. He looks all raggedy from the clothes that he was wearing, all ripped. All pretty much that's covering him is a loincloth now. Um, but he stands up straight. You notice these tattoo markings come up, come straight down, and then it kind of webs across his ribs. Um, and they and his eyes turn to kind of like a whitish color, and his hair is of it's kind of white. It's white mixed in with some black strings. You can tell that he's fairly old. Um, but he stands up straight and says, "Thank you." Voice completely changed. Didn't seem like the weak old drow that you've seen.
We'll look
Now,
up at him. Great. I wasn't expecting that.
I thank you. Now, let me. We need to rest, for our journey tomorrow is a long one.
Right. We'll rest.
The
In the
rest of
morning we're gonna go get our friend, your original master, before he encounters Valor. And from there you will take us to this weapon.
We must hurry. There is only a small window to get it. Every day, we have 2 hours to achieve it, retrieve it, or we lose it. Till the next day.
Alright. Well,
Starts at noon. We must be gone by no later than early morning to get there in time.
very well.
Oh, hold on.
Wake up.
So do we get a cure now, or do we get him in the morning? Because we'll be able to have a short window.
I can't transport.
Oh, that's
I
right.
can't teleport to a cure right now.
You guys know Akira. So Nigel will speak, I guess. Well, we have a few days, I think, before he gets to where Balo is. If we can get this weapon tomorrow, then I think if we get it, we could teleport to my dad.
Good idea.
I like that. That's a good plan, actually. Then we can go in
What's this
and
genie's
maybe
name?
face Valor.
What's the
Huh?
genie's name?
So it was
Jin?
Jin before.
Jin.
Or was it Jin?
Yeah.
Or Jean?
Yeah, he did. It's
Jen,
Jin.
can I ask you a question? How long does it
It's
take to
not.
get to this?
Sorry, my name is not Jin no more.
Can I ask you your name?
His name is
What is
not
it?
Jin no more.
No, it's not. But that was good. I
My
did
name
like
is
it though. I
not
almost
Jin no
changed his
more.
name. That was pretty good.
My name is Nidge.
My name is Frank.
All right, Frank.
I
How
Wrong.
mean,
long?
it's not.
That's
It's
funny
Frank.
as
not. It's
hell.
not. It's not. It is
It's like the Steven
It
thing.
is Eska.
Esga. How long?
Eska.
Esca. How long does it take to get to this weapon?
3 to 4 hours, depending on the weather, roads.
All right, perfect. That'll work. We can get up in the morning, go straight there, and then by
But
that
we
time,
have to get there
our
before noon, or we lose our window.
And we
Right.
have to
Well,
tell
we'll
the
set
guards
off
to wait.
first thing in the morning. We're
Yep.
adventurers. We're used to waking up early.
and then your power will be back, and then we get the weapon, and then teleport to Akir.
Exactly. We'll do that.
Sounds like a plan.
And worst case scenario, well, no, I'll make sure I save that high level magic so that we can get to him, no matter what we encounter.
So make sure you put in your equipment also, Jonathan, that you got that mirror. How much
Yeah,
You
I
can
just
call me
gold?
put.
Pericles now.
I gave a total of 500 gold in that bag.
So you guys want to split the 500 gold between all of you? You can.
I say we save it and give it to Akira when we get him. Give it back to him.
Yeah,
That's my vote.
He's gonna need it.
that's if we can save him in time, but I hope we do.
Okay.
Yeah, so just throw it in your pack and then we'll give it back to him when we get him.
Okay. So he then, you see him kind of sit down, and he lays down and instantly falls asleep like he hasn't slept so good and for so long. He just instantly.
Okay, we'll go to. Nigel will just sit next to him, and I'm assuming we're standing next to like a little campfire. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If we're not, then I'll build one right there.
There wasn't a fire. There was the altar deal that
I
you
know
guys
that.
burned, but no one lit a fire after that.
All right. Well, I'll build a little campfire right there, and then lay down his bedroll and
Okay.
sit on it. Cause
Okay.
So the genie guy's fast asleep. I'll lean over to Pericles and kind of whisper, do you think we should keep an eye on him, or do you think it's something we can trust?
I think both. I think we should keep an eye on him, but I think that he will honor his agreement with us.
All right.
my passive perception's 20. So do I hear all this? Are you guys being quiet?
I'm trying to be quiet, but
I think we need to take watch.
all right. I'm gonna go back into these bushes a little bit, and I'll take first watch.
I'll take second watch.
I'll take.
I'll
third.
take third.
Too late. I already said it, woman.
Fine. Whatever.
Right. Ligon's a little more abrasive than Nigel is.
All right. So
Well-
I get up and I go back and I tuck myself. Do I need to roll a stealth check?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna tuck myself back into some like little bushes and
Just make
kinda
sure.
watch.
Just make sure that you keep an eye on. I forgot his name again. Ian.
Esca.
On a new friend.
Esca.
Yeah, that's who I'm watching.
You don't have to do a stealth check, but you can. I mean, that's just up to you if you want to try to hide while you're doing your watch.
He's fast asleep, so he doesn't. He doesn't know where
26.
you're at. You could sit next to him, and he still wouldn't know you're there.
Well, I mean, just in case he wakes up and kind of like peeks around and make
Okay.
sure no one's watching him. But 26.
So everyone goes to bed then, correct?
Besides-
Yeah.
That is where we'll end our session today. You guys all gain about 6,000 XP.
Oh, I hit the long rest button. Is that okay?
Yeah, guys, go ahead and hit your long rest because we'll start the next day when we get back.
How much
Yeah.
XP you say?
6,000. Some intense moments, just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This was a
All right, so
Awesome.
we should be, just to make sure, level 13 at 128,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and if you did, please smash that like button. Wave all to the chat, everybody, if you can. Those that have a camera, as in, oh, chat. He don't mean it. He don't mean it.
Love you, chat.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
So I